welcome back to the penultimate episode of Starcross Seaway. You might notice we are missing one player. He is on his way in about 10 minutes, apparently. We will have him. But, hello. Glad you are here. And you might have heard me complaining about how, online tools are great, and the online tools are great, by the way. If you have not used A5E tools, you should check it out. That's what I've been using to run this. But more excitingly, fulfillment happened. And now I have my books, which I'm extremely excited about. So I got the collector's editions with the fake leather binding, and I'm kind of obsessed with them because look at this! Look at this! I wrote this!
I want all of them.
I also wanted all of them, and technically...
Where can we get them, Sarah?
Oh, good segue, Robin! I got so excited I forgot. Yes, you can buy these on, I believe, N-World's website. I bet if you go to levelup5e.com, it will point you in the directions of where to purchase them. And they're great. And you should get your very own copies because I'm sorry, this is... Look at this. This is a tome. I'm so excited about it. It has... I'm two unboxing videos, there's a reason. It's got 2 bookmarks, which is the most someone... Well, I know who designed these. The person who designed these knows how DMs operate, knows how narrators operate. So we have 2 bookmarks. Okay, I'm very excited about them. So that is the first big news. If you are a US backer, if you are currently in the chat or watching us on recording, this is either in your hands or coming to you. They're also insanely heavy, so I'm going to put them down now because this is about the maximum that I can lift. They're just going on the floor next to me. Okay, we're good. Threatening. All right. So that's the big exciting plug. Again, a good amount of the system is available at A5E.tools. That is what I use for streaming because it allows me to have tabs open rather than having a bunch of books open. But the books are great. The books are gorgeous. You should get the books. All right. In Took's absence for another few minutes, who's doing our recap of what's happened so far? Kurt?
I'll go for it.
Took's just not here to avoid doing the recap.
Took's literally out.
Exactly, yeah.
He's waiting. He's actually watching the stream right now.
He's watching
That's
to see.
Took gets to do next week's.
Oh, that's evil. I like it.
So our little pirate crew here, having located the piece of the sky rock that had fallen onto the ground and successfully taking it back to Elliday to uncover what it was, we finally had that conversation and realized there was a second piece of the sky rock, and that it contained some entity that was trying to reach the world here, and that it might not be a good idea to let them form up and rejoin. After some good old-fashioned high sea shenanigans that we enjoy getting into around here, we made our way to, and I forget the name of the island because I'm terrible with names.
The city?
The city, yeah.
Yeah, the city is Panatoa,
which was like a big haven for the fiduciary order. We sailed our way in there and made our way and discovered Brother Horace was the astronomer at a tavern, and after some very, very good convincing. The words are really not my forte right now. I apologize. But after some strong convincing from our captain, he agreed to tell us, take a look and meet us back at his astronomy tower to figure out exactly when and where this second piece of the meteor might be crashing.
Indeed. And there's also, well, at a certain point, you did steal some treasure from a certain rival captain slash of
I don't know what you're talking about.
Captain Floyd.
What? Huh?
There are
What?
multiple things about what you just said that I have no idea what you're talking about. Stole?
So,
Who steals
Lover?
things?
Rival?
Best friend?
Irrelevant is the word I would use from an irrelevant pirate captain.
precisely. So I'm just, if this were a TV show, this would be the pre-show like recap where it brings back a scene from like the third episode, and you're like, wait, whoa, what? Hold up, what was that? Consider that a little nod to that. Nothing to be worried about, I'm sure. So yes, we should have took in about 4 minutes, but I think we can go ahead and get started with, I believe you had left off with Lewin maybe trying to set up Brother Horace with the captain. I'm not really sure what was happening there.
Oh, I was trying to get him to join our crew. We're short-staffed.
Yeah.
Lewin does not like the physical labor he's been made to do.
Yes. Nothing like an astronomer to do physical labor on board your ship. That seems like a likely thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Elizabeth was just trying to get him to do the stuff for the Skyrock without really having to convince him. And also without giving away that she's the greatest pirate on the ocean, obviously, because they are in not a great place to be that person. And I didn't, like, Elizabeth was like, okay, he agreed to do it. I'm not gonna sit here and keep letting him like very terrify, like being like doing a terrified flirt thing with me, because he was obviously deeply intimidated by Elizabeth, as anybody would be.
Something about 6 foot tall and an emerald green evening dress.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, my feet are up on his desk, and I'm like we came here. He was doing his like mid-shift lunch or whatever at his little acapella jazz bar or whatever at acapella. I think that was the name of the place.
Acapella was the name of the place in question.
Yeah,
Antifa is known for its cultural.
Yeah, so I mean, we're just waiting for him now. So we just kind of need to hope that he doesn't die on the way up to his office. But we got a key.
You do have a key. He gave you a room key.
Before he comes, can we look at his like notes and research and stuff and see if there's like anything good? Elizabeth would really like to see if he's doing anything in particular for the fiduciary order.
Yeah, so here's how we will square this, is that Valar is the responsible one. Valar is to make sure that the astronomer gets where he's supposed to be going.
Smart.
Safely, responsibly. The three of you have gone on ahead to, well,
his
be
tower
there first and maybe do a little snooping.
Absolutely.
And
he gave us a key.
You go up the stairs. Yeah, it's not really snooping, it's consensual snooping. You can quote me on that one, I guess. You go up a set of mossy marble stairs cut into a space between two buildings. And you could see when you approach that there was a large dome on the top of this structure, but there's a lot of other structures built on top of and around and to the sides thereof. So the way into the astronomer's tower seems to be a little bit of a, you go up a flight of stairs and you kind of go along this balcony, and the balcony turns. And I'm so glad my humor is appreciated by the chat. And
it's appreciated by us too.
And then you come to a pretty nondescript door, but this is where he said you should come. And yes, there's a keyhole that which seems like it would fit the key. With a click. Yep. You creak it open to reveal a study packed with books. There is a small arched window letting in some of the moonlight. It's still early enough evening that there's a little bit of light coming in. A desk covered in papers, as well as a large astrolabe. I think that's how that's said. That's a word I've only read. Some bookshelves on the walls, a large tapestry that seems to detail the movements of the planets. More bookshelves next to the windows, and then all these bookshelves, it's like they've been filed with books, and then more books, and scrolls, and tchotchkes, and
It's what my bookshelf looks like.
yeah, it's what my bookshelf looks like too. An array of bookshelves to become disastrous, the result being kind of organized chaos.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for, and I would probably ask both Lewin and Applestock to help me look too, for anything interesting or anything like that mentions the fiduciary order, and maybe something he might be researching for them. Like, I know he's getting a grant. I don't know who he's getting it from, because I didn't ask that, and I doubt I would know that. And I don't really care unless it's the fiduciary order or someone else who is my enemy.
I would take
Culture
yeah.
with a trade specialty, because the fiduciary order is trade based.
This is really scholarly,
But
more
what
than
if
it is
it's-
trade.
What if it's, I mean, it is a trading of goods and services for money.
I respect the hustle, but I'm going to go with yes, culture, no on the trade specialty. If someone, however, has a specialty on something like, well, I don't know, astronomy or, books, academics.
That's
scholars.
fair. I respect it. I wish it was different. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna ask for advantage because it's culture and it's a trade organization, but it's fine. I'll just roll the
If you're
dice.
looking for references to a trade organization, you're not looking through the papers of a trade organization.
Okay, so I'll just, once I find the papers, when I roll this nat
Then
20.
you might. Then you might.
When I roll this nat 20, it's not a nat 20, but I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna use, because I don't think I've used it since we docked or anything. I'm going to use my Intrepid to just get the expertise die on the roll. Anyway, I was just hoping to maybe save it, but whatever.
Could I also help?
Oh yeah, you could help and get an advantage.
Yeah. And then with my, there's something there that gives you a die, expertise die. It takes a village. I'm gonna give you my once a day expertise die. So instead of a D4, it should be a D6, right?
Incredible. So I get
to use your Intrepid, and Applestock gives you takes a village. Then yes, it would be a D6 an advantage.
Okay. I will hold on the D6 for a second to see what I roll on the advantage die.
Makes sense.
Plus a D4.
Yeah, I'm gonna plus a D4 and then plus a D6.
Plus a D6 if you choose to use both abilities. Otherwise,
okay,
one of them would just give you a D4.
Okay, so I rolled with advantage, and then I just roll 1d6.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the advantage die was a 2, so I'm not going to use that. The expertise die, I rolled a 1. And I rolled an 11 on the original, so let's see. Hold on, because I am proficient in culture. So that's 14. Can I add charisma?
I was thinking probably intelligence.
Can it be wisdom?
I would say it could be wisdom.
Okay, because I get a -1 to intelligence and a 0 to wisdom, so I'd rather. That's still nothing. That's a total of 14.
14.
Fortunately.
You're going through the papers on the desk, and you do find something stamped with a fiduciary order seal. That was challenging. But you don't get a chance to look at it closely. You can just tell that it's some kind of invoice, it looks like, but you can't tell whose it's from, where it's going. Before the door opens and Valar enters, escorting Brother Horace. We had you stay behind to make sure that the astronomer got there safely. Well, everyone went on ahead. So you've had a nice little chat with Brother Horace, who seems to have a massive, terrified crush on Captain Flynn.
Oh boy. Hopefully I was able to convince him that may or may not have been a mistake. Or a very wise one, you know. Either one. However he interprets that, I guess.
So I found just a stamped
an invoice stamped with the fiduciary order's seal, but like as you're pulling out from the stack of papers to take a closer look at it, the door opens and it's Brother Horace.
Okay.
You could pull it out and look at it, but then it's real obvious you've been snooping through his stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't care if he knows I'm snooping. I could kill this man.
And you're back in your normal pirate outfit, right?
Yeah. So I still look incredible.
Brother Horace's mouth just goes, oh. And he looks at Valor and he goes, and looks back at you and sees the letter in your hand. It does appear to be an invoice for some new equipment. So he's clearly trading with the fiduciary order, and it looks like he's got a little discount on it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's in their pocket.
Do you want to tell me what you're doing for the fiduciary order, or should I find out for myself using whatever means necessary?
Well,
Brother Horace.
That was such an intimidating look that I just fell. And he looks at you and, well, where else do you get, a 1.5 foot wide sand ground glass lens cut to your exact specifications? So you had a rock.
Yes, I do. I want everything that you're doing for the fiduciary order. All the research, all of it, everything, whatever you're doing, I want it. On top of you helping me figure out things about the Skyrock.
Well, it is proprietary. I can't just give you the research I've done for other people when they've paid me to do it.
So I don't think you know how pirates work. So hold on. You can do that. It's called theft or something. You can give that to me, and you're going to, and it's okay. Yes, Applestock.
What if we copy it down?
Oh, I really must protest. Comes faintly from behind.
I mean, you can be part of the crew.
Well, I don't
And
think
then you'll have the protection of the greatest pirates on the sea.
I get seasick.
I have a spell for that. No worries.
He's got a spell for that.
want me to just look at the rock and then we can discuss my future availability for a career change?
Sure.
That's the
And
spirit.
I take the skyrock out. I need to know when another one of these is going to fall from the sky. Basically.
And he goes to the desk and like shuffles around some papers in the mode of someone who's not organized but is organized. Like looks like a disaster, but he knows where everything is. And he pulls out a little monocle and he sort of examines it. And, may I?
Yes. If you do anything funny with the skyrock, I will take a finger. I will cut it off, is what I'm trying to say.
And Valar would just his metal hand, just kind of nod.
I was going to take a small shaving off of it for a sample.
Okay, crew. Do we think that's a good idea? Lewin,
think-
you're good with weird stuff.
Well, back home, we very often took shavings from things to get samples of them. Probably not in this context.
Things, Lewin. What things?
I think Lewin means people.
I think you mean people too.
It's best to not bring that up in mixed company, and he kind of like points over at Horace. But yeah, it makes sense to me.
Horace is going progressively grayer. He's an orc, so he's already pretty like gray, but he's like going grayer. You see, if I take the sample, then I can mix the shavings with this reactive compound and try and determine its chemical composition, and then I can tell you what other things are currently in the...
Take the shaving.
And he sets it down on the desk. And you watch as some of his parchment just start around it, growing hair, getting a little thicker, and he's shuffling around pulls out a very little like curved blade that kind of goes along the inside of his finger, and a couple of purple shavings fall off and catches them in a little vial, and some drops from that shelf actually has cabinets, and sort of goes in. All right, now we just wait. Okay, and he sort of watches as the vial it fizzes a little bit, and then it changes color. It goes sort of a sky blue, then a very deep indigo purple, and then a bright green, and then it sort of settles on a rosy gold. And he goes, okay, well, he's making notes, and then he hands the vial back to you. Sort of like, hold this. And he goes to consult the tapestry on his wall. You have no idea what he's doing.
Applestock is standing right next to him the entire time.
He trips over you at one point when he's coming back to hand off the vial, and Applestock's right there.
I'm just very curious as to what's going on here.
Oh, are you an aspiring scholar yourself?
You know, I'm not really ever sure what I'm aspiring to do next, but maybe.
Wow, excellent. So you see here, and he goes full lecturer mode. And all right, nothing maybe that one is very good. Would you follow me up to the observatory for a moment? He opens the door on the far side of his office and leads to another tiny like spiral staircase. This one's quite cramped, honestly. Leads up, 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 up door. You step out into a much larger, honestly, than the office was, but the workstations on the sides are similarly messy. Telescope. And he's already hurried to the other side of the room, and he's cranking up the cover for the telescope. And you watch as the ceiling splits. revealing the night sky overhead. Hey, little Sky, would you like to take a look first?
Of course I would.
Oh my
And he kind of gives you a little, like, he like holds you up because the step stool's not long enough. And there's like a 5 minute of like, all right, so that one's, this star, and that one's this one. That one's actually a planet, before I imagine that the captain is just like,
Apple sucks taking notes.
Right. Incoming matching those. Well, it's not necessarily going to burn purple as it's coming through. It might actually, it might be yellow or green. It'll be green. All right. And he's got his little viewfinder, moving the telescope around. Captain?
Yep.
Come look here. And he sort of beckons you over.
I just do it.
And you see, it's not large. It's maybe only like the size of the head of a pin in the viewfinder, but you can tell that it is moving, and it's sparking with gold and green light. That's got the same exact composition as the rock you've got here.
How long is it going to take to get here, and where is it going to land?
2 days, I give or take. And little Scholar, could you pass me a notepad? I need to do some.
Yeah, of course. Applestock brings one into existence.
He looks at it, he looks down at you, and he looks at it, and he looks down at you. And is this going to vanish as soon as you're bored with it?
No, I swear. I swear it won't.
Is Applestock telling the truth about this?
No.
Could Applestock make a deception check about this?
No. I'm good at lying, I swear. But that wasn't good.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, well, he also did not do well, but he looks at you, and then he goes and he gets his own sketch pad, and he's calculating like parabolas and such, and he looks at it. Yeah, okay. Well, unless I'm much mistaken, which I very rarely am, that is how I got this grant. And he pulls out a map. I believe that will land. Oh, not actually too far from here. Somewhere in the middle of Somin, which is the neighboring island to the one you're on right now.
Perfect. That's easy.
Easy? What are you?
It's close. It's close to where we're going. It's easy to get to. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, do you have a map?
I do.
He asks or gestures for you to unroll it. And he's going to give you, oh God. I was trying to make an X marks the spot on your Roll20 map, but it glitched and horrible things happened. Okay. And he will mark the approximate space that it will land.
Incredible. We got exactly what we came for and didn't even run into any trouble at all.
Yeah, isn't that fun? How you didn't run into any trouble at all.
I feel like you should knock on wood after saying that.
No, knocking on wood won't stop what's coming to me.
Applestock knocks on wood, turns around 3 times and spits.
Oh, don't do that in here. I try and keep it very sanitary.
No, I'm sorry.
Applestock, that's not what you do for this type of situation. That's just when a certain individual's parent is mentioned.
Oh, Baphomet?
I imagine that the pseudo dragon tends to look like behind Lou and just like
Baphomet.
Baphomet, right? You're supposed to spin around 3 times if anybody says Bahamut, right?
No. That's the wrong. Hold on. So here's the thing. There are 2 gods that are very different, have names that are far too similar, Applestock. So there's Bahamut, a good dragon god. Then there's Baphomet, who is evil. You spit.
Baphomet.
Yes.
So
Like
you
with a P.
Oh, I see. All right. So
A P that sounds like
Bahamut.
no. Baphomet.
Where's the P?
It's in it's the
That's an F sound. I'm so
it's
wrong.
actually a PH. So when you put a PH together in a word, it makes a f sound. I don't know why they didn't just use F.
Who did that? Why not use an F?
That's a great question. That's a great question that I believe scholars for generations have been trying to figure out.
You're a scholar. Don't you know this? Why do people?
This guy. This guy named Homerius identified it a long time ago. He looks at not that it matters.
Applestock is writing notes.
Anyway, yeah, only when the evil one is mentioned do you have to spin around and spit. And I mean, you don't have to do that. I don't think he sees it. I don't think that'll change anything he wants to do. Right, Lewin?
Brother Horace is gently shepherding you out of his space, by the way. You're being sort of corralled down the stairs as
Hold on. Horace. Brother Horace. Sorry. Respectfully. So you work for me now.
What? No, I get seasick.
We've got a spell for that.
I do.
Listen, I can't let you work for the fiduciary order. Can't do it. They won't be around much longer. So I can't.
What? I've got a proposal for you. Why don't I work for you on a strictly independent basis? You can come to me whenever you like. I will always prioritize your work.
But imagine how many stars you're gonna see. All the different constellations. You can map out all the movements on the sea. I mean,
yes, the movement on the sea. That is the part that I don't want.
What about the movement in the stars?
Okay, Horace, listen. Brother Horace, again, respectfully. Can't work for the fiduciary order. Can't do it. Can't have it.
How brave is this man feeling?
You want me to roll an intimidation check?
I don't think it's necessary. Okay.
Good boy. Let's go.
Well,
Woo! Nuclear.
You lead a very shell-shocked.
So did he give me whatever he was working on for the fiduciary order?
No.
Brother Horace?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Tell them you failed and then burn whatever you were working on for them. Or give it to me. 2 options.
Well,
I'll give you the money to give back to them. It was what, 10 gold? You get a 10 gold grant?
Per week.
Per week? Per week. How many weeks?
Well, it's been going on for several months now. I calculate the best course of the tides as it relates to the patterns of the moons, and they can optimize their shipping routes to be faster than ever.
How much?
The value of the theory is immeasurable. I'd really prefer not to burn it.
Then I will take it.
Well, I'd really, frankly, prefer that you not take it either.
Then make me a copy and give them a fake.
Okay. He's
Yes.
throwing a lot of 7 and 8s to just.
I was about to say, yo, what are you rolling?
He's rolling to be afraid of me.
Afraid versus like try and get one up on you. So he was actively trying to get you up without you asking what the
Yeah,
And
no.
you did roll a nat 20 on that. So only the reason that you, the player, remembered is why that came up again.
Me, the player, almost forgot, if I'm being totally honest. I was like, hold on. I wanted something else from him because I had a personal vendetta about it. What was that?
I believe that this, what you were asking me to do should cost. Well, the value of this is immeasurable, but I would accept. Oh no. I don't know. Can I talk to my dean?
About what?
This is such a violation of academic ethics.
See, that's the beautiful thing. You're working for pirates now, so it might be a violation of academic ethics, but it is perfectly respectful of the pirate code.
But I really like my office here.
Well, they don't have to know. You just don't tell them. That's yes, Valar.
Is he seeming very nervous?
He seems like a very straight edge nerd who's being asked to
Do the
Not-
first bad thing he's ever been
Ever
asked to do in his life.
So I'm just gonna kind of walk up behind him. I realize that I am extremely taller than him and kind of
Yeah,
menacing.
he's not a large.
He also
Yeah.
did just help pirates.
He did. So Vala's gonna go over, just touch his shoulder while they're talking, and just go, "It's okay. Think about this clearly, so that way there's not a problem." And then I'm gonna cast heroism.
Ah!
That's an incredible use of that spell.
So the target spirit is bolstered until the spell ends. He has 1 minute of relaxation, and if it matters, he gains temporary hit points equal to my spell casting ability modifier.
I hope it doesn't matter.
I hope it doesn't matter too. Brother Horace, you've
Oof.
already helped pirates
Well,
in
strictly
fiduciary.
speaking, you didn't
fiduciary.
say you were pirates. You said you had an interesting academic problem, and I solved your interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty clear that I'm a pirate since you looked at my rock.
You didn't say that you were pirates, and I didn't say that I worked for the fiduciary order. He's much more confident now. What did Valar do?
Oh no, it made him sassy.
Okay.
It's called the
Send a letter to
sassy.
your dean and let him know that you helped me. I mean, if that's really how you want to play this. But here's the thing. If you're a pirate now, you just have to pretend like you didn't do anything wrong, and then kind of you didn't. That's kind of how that works.
Oh no, he sort of does his best approximation of a cool guy lean on the bookshelf, and how about this?
No.
We can just
Elizabeth is so unfazed by this sudden like cool guy. It's like when
like a cool guy lean.
you know when you're the biggest dweeb in the room, but you're like, I'm gonna do the funniest thing ever and pretend to be the coolest person in the room, and everyone's gonna laugh about it because it'll be so funny. That's what is happening.
Oh yeah, no, it's not cool. We can discuss it over dinner.
Applestock, you are raising your hand. What's up?
Actually, Applestock, I wanted to ask a question out of character. While this is all happening, could I just steal the notes?
Yes, you almost certainly could.
Okay,
I would take
great.
a stealth and then a sleight of hand.
And would this, since he is very distracted right now, could
Hitting
this
on
be
me.
potentially at an advantage?
I'm gonna say no, just because you are in a small space and it's already like quite the feat to try and sneak from.
What if
Where you
I
are.
step really, really close to him and am like standing right in front of him and just like looking down at him? Will he be distracted enough for me to help Applestock get advantage?
If you succeed on a charisma intimidation check, yes.
That's my whole deal.
Yeah.
Wait. No, that only applies if I have left a symbol in his chest. I have not. No, I would hope not. God, I keep opening the wrong tab when I'm trying to get to my character sheet. Intimidation, charisma, I'm proficient, so I'm going to get a +6. That is a 21 total.
Yeah. Applestock,
Advantage.
you were making those rolls at advantage.
Woo! Okay, one of them was an 8, but then the other one was a natural 19.
Yes.
And then I get expertise. Is this pickpocketing?
No, because they're not on his person.
Okay, great. So then that should just be because I fixed my character sheet. So instead of having the other expertise, I should have just a D6 on this because I have double the stuff. Ooh. So with that D6, that's also +6. So 19 + 6 is 25, and then dexterity.
Dexterity, sleight of hand. Yeah, you're trying not to cause an avalanche because there's a lot of things on his desk.
Yeah. Dexterity, sleight of hand is gonna be 29. It's a +4. So natural 19 +6 +4.
Huh.
Well, imagine the captain is right up in Brother Horace's face. He is suddenly brave. He's like, well, what about it? And you just see behind his shoulder, Applestock just raises the sheafs of papers. Just...
I think with such a great roll, Applestock would be just write like IOU and then leave.
Yes.
Brother Horace.
And once I feel like he's getting too into himself, and like right when the captain's about to say something very intimidating, Vela would just drop it.
Oh my stars! What have I been thinking?
Congratulations. You're a pirate now, so don't do anything stupid. Or I'll tell your dean, I'll tell the fiduciary order, I'll tell everybody. But since you're a pirate, as long as you're working for me, you'll get a lot more money than any of those cheapskates will give you, depending on the treasure that we acquire. And when I take the fiduciary order's fortune, I'll make sure everybody gets a piece.
Oh my stars!
In other
He's
words,
just kind of backing away, like taking refuge behind his desk.
we will leave this area alone. You are protected by
The Flying Flynn Pirates.
Oh good.
And the sea cucumbers.
There you go.
Sea
Okay.
lettuce.
The sea lettuce.
The sea lettuce.
We might need to change that.
I agree. It's the ship I bought.
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Is there anything else that you need?
Oh,
No, not from you. And Elizabeth
Oh, I didn't.
said words out.
so he's like, okay, what about the tattoos? Maybe he knows.
Go ahead.
And then Vala will turn. He goes,
You come with me quickly.
I just need one answer. Lewin, could you stay?
Of course, fella.
All right.
I just wanted to get Applestock and the notes out of there. I'm just saying, we're stealing some pretty good stuff from some really important people. I think we're great pirates. For all the nonsense, we're getting quite.
You come back in to just to see him like he's like starting to just do the idiot with a bug. Oh no.
What?
What?
No.
Is it now?
Don't believe me. I'm not going to threaten you like the captain. That is her MO. I'm rather nice until you make me mad. So, and he breaks up his sleeve and he shows the full arm now. And I guess Lauren will be the one who see it. It's like intricate tattoos, and then like every point is like a scar of some kind. He's like, is this some type of, I don't know, constellation or something arcane, maybe?
Well, if it is arcane, I confess I never had talents in that particular field. Will you please leave me alone?
Oh. Would you know of someone who would?
I'm not super familiar with the other schools here, but I imagine that if you inquired to the relevant department.
You remember when I said that if you made me angry, it would be bad? You're kind of on that road right
Well,
now.
The worst scholar.
And
Oh,
let me say,
boy.
he has a very short temper, Brother Horace. I've seen him go off over far less.
On the flip side, if you asked me to name someone in my school's English department right now, I could not do it. So
Fair.
Fair.
But he just goes, well, you point me in the right direction, and maybe I won't come back here soon.
the arcane school is up on the top of the hill, and if you take a left past the building with the glass arch, then you'll want to take a right, and you'll go up those stairs, and it'll be in the courtyard with the white tree.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. I
They're
appreciate you.
probably closed. Right, pirates. I didn't say that. You're not pirates. I don't know that you're pirates.
Oh, no, we're just
What?
friends.
You're a
With
pirate now too.
You are definitely one of us.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You are already add you to the list. It kind of shows like, like a scroll.
Like Elizabeth doesn't remember anyone's name, so like Valar comes and like reads through the crew manifest because there's so much turnover. It's like, okay, no, this is who's on the boat today.
Yes. I have a spot saved for you. So,
Oh.
whenever you want to come on, when we're not in the water, you send a letter to me, not the captain, because she will not read it.
Okay.
You read?
I know she can read. It's just that not Zelatin, it will go, eh. So,
Oh my
I do
god.
give all my junk mail to Valar. That's for sure.
so Vala will bow and goes, thank you.
One moment. If they are closed, why and when will they open again?
Because it's evening. Probably
That's a good
in the morning.
Oh,
Wait.
right. See, where I come from, it's always the same time of day. This whole time of day thing is I forget which is which sometimes. You'll have to forgive me.
Bye now. Also, you should probably stop peeing yourself. That is weird. I played a prank. No.
For the two that have already left,
Uh-oh.
you're making your way down around the balcony and down a flight of stairs when you hear a rustle behind you.
Behind me?
Behind you.
Oh, that's not good. I would say, real quick, before we heard the rustle, Elizabeth would have given Applestock a big pat on the back. Applestock, that's great. You did incredible. Consider this full repayment of your apple debt. That's what this is worth. You are no longer in apple debt to me and the Flying Flynn pirates.
But can I still stay around?
Yes, of course. You're one of us, Applestock. You're part of the team, the crew, the family.
Oh. All right. That means a lot.
Please.
Applestock, you are my second best friend. You were one of my three best friends. Don't tell Lewin. He hasn't had his moment yet.
He has to earn that one. Oh boy.
Everybody gets one.
I promise I won't tell Lewin, but
I want
it does mean a lot.
Good. I'm glad. Now let's go die to a rustle behind us on the stairs.
Well, you hear a rustle, and then I think you hear a... Wait. TT? And I think Applestock probably makes that exact face. As a figure steps out of the shadows, because they rolled a 9 to their stealth total. Wait. No, I ain't gonna rob you. And it's an elf with shockingly red hair that she keeps hidden behind a hood, dressed all in black. This is clearly a cut purse. And you are clearly in a nice part of town. And you were clearly just about to get jumped. And what you doing here?
I was wondering the same.
Well, we've got a base here. I guess you never went to the base when you were running with us, huh?
No, not really.
Oh, well, that's okay. Hey, have you introduced me to your friend?
Yeah, introduce us.
Yeah, wait, so do I remember this person?
Yes, yes, you do. She went by Leaf. That's almost certainly not her real name, but she went by Leaf. She is a cut purse with the fun.
That means something to me.
Captain Flynn, this is Leaf. Leaf, this is Captain Flynn. We knew each other, huh?
Huh? Oh, isn't that fancy?
Yeah.
Could you make an insight check?
Me?
Either of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll do one. Wisdom based insight check?
Yes, wisdom.
Ooh. I think with one of my new things I get let me just double check. With one of my new things, with my recent level up, I get where is it? No, never mind. That's a lie. Okay. Wisdom. 18.
Ooh.
I just got a 15 because I got a +0.
Well, the dice hate her. She got a nat 1. Her eyes brightened when she heard Captain Flynn.
So you've
Valor and Lewin are probably coming back out from their thing around this point.
So you've heard of me.
Didn't say that.
You did.
Oh, don't remember. Anyways, TT, how have you been?
You know, a little here, a little there. Been
break into any good noble houses recently?
No, I don't really do that anymore.
Oh. Like, don't tell me you went straight edge.
No, no.
You were one of her best. Well, you do,
yeah.
but you know, you had potential. She's got like a friendly arm like slung around Applestock's shoulders.
Applestock's a pirate.
Who?
TT.
I'm Applestock. It's me.
TT is a pirate.
Oh yeah, Applestock. Yeah. No, TT's just a nickname that we used to call them. Because you know they're so teeny.
Teeny tiny.
Okay. TT. Applestock. Who is this and where do you know them from?
Oh, just we go far back, you know, had a lot of fun. Right?
Right.
So when Applestock says had a lot of fun, given the ships that I recognized docked here when we arrived, do I make a connection to this thief?
Probably not the ships.
Okay.
She's not someone that you know, not a name that you recognize or have heard tell of.
Gotcha.
But you can tell from her, she's got a selection of short swords, and you reckon there's probably some daggers hidden in places, and they're all very plain. Very plain. No identifying markings.
Leaf.
Just got her arm around Applestock.
What do you want?
Well, I was going to take, your money or your life, but since I know them, I'm not gonna do that. So,
That's good news for you.
Have we walked up behind him at this point?
TT, you got a lot of friends.
Yeah,
get-
just a
I'm
few.
gonna get very uncomfortably close to them and go, "What did I hear about killing and stealing?"
Hey. I wasn't gonna kill unless you gave me trouble. You know, just so honest.
And he'll take her arm off of Applestock and push Applestock aside and just go,
Elizabeth pushes Applestock behind her.
and just looks at Lewin and just kind of gives him the eye of like, he's not gonna say anything. He just kind of look at you like,
Is there something wrong? I'm so sorry for my companion. Hi, my name is Lewin Aubrey Morgan Baphomet.
Yeah. This is and this is a beach paddle.
Applestock,
Yeah.
tell us you had friends in the city.
we were trying to do a piratey thing, not.
Well, Vala, we really need to come up with a sign for piratey things because I did not.
We're pirates. We don't need a sign.
We worked on this.
I think while this is happening, Applestock, just knowing Leaf is gonna pat their pockets and make sure.
Oh, probably
they have
already
everything.
has tried. I just haven't rolled for it yet. Oh, how much coin did you have on you?
Oh boy, a lot.
This is why everybody should have been giving it to Elizabeth.
278.
You now have a little note.
Does it
That
say
just
I
says,
owe you?
"Gotcha."
I'm now I know exactly how much gold I had in my pocket. At least give it half back.
No.
right.
Give all of it back.
20 gold finder's fee?
Fine, that's fair.
No.
That's just how it is, all right?
Come on, I got them fair and square. Don't tell me they wouldn't do the same. You would, right? I mean, these people seem really like
Excuse me. What do we seem like?
What? Just repeat.
wonderful, genteel people. That's what I was gonna say. She leans back against the wall, big old grin on her face.
Applestock, you have interesting choice in past companions.
They always end up finding me, not the other way around.
Well,
No offense, Leaf. Or any of y'all, really.
No, it's true. It's true.
What do you mean? Is there anyone else here? As I just kind of take a peek.
that's probably smart.
Ooh, make a perception check.
Are we surrounded?
Oh, okay. I finally wrote a good perception. Keep forgetting I have a -2 to it. 15.
That's not bad with a
That's
-2.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, Valor behind. There's not. Well, actually, let me double check that actually because I'm not sure.
I didn't realize how loud that was going to be. I apologize. I just slipped it.
It didn't sound that loud.
Okay.
It was like a subtle slurp.
All right.
You do
That would
see
be a
it.
great spell,
You
by the way.
almost subtle slurp. Oh my god. You almost miss them, but yeah, there's a couple of rather more rough-looking folks in the street down below. So you're kind of on the balcony, and there's a flight of stairs heading downwards into a courtyard, which is where you came into this complex. There's at least a couple of guys that you can see down there. They haven't made any moves.
Would you say that there's one of them within 30 feet that is hiding currently?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, in their head, go, "Oh no, the guards are coming," and just see if they freak out or not.
You see one of them, the one that was like kind of leaned up against the wall, like just barely visible.
"You have to go now. Run now."
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay, it's another 17, but let's see if I have mices to it. I do not. That's good. Plus 3 to 17. So a composite 20.
Ooh. Yeah. You hear a little bit of rustling as your guy goes, guys, I have the worst feeling about this. We should maybe. But what about Leaf? No, Leaf's fine. Leaf knows these people. It'll be okay. Come on. Leaf has not noticed that this has happened.
That Leaf's being abandoned by their companions?
Yeah.
Good.
Stupidly attempting to be like the cool older teen is really the vibe.
I will just kind of speak in the captain's head and go, they're gone. And just...
Well, this has been a great reunion. I hope that whenever we're visiting again, maybe we could just like get some like lunch or something. But we gotta kind of balance a little bit. A little bit of a tight schedule.
They're alone.
No, I'm not. She's making that face too.
Leaf, why don't you be honest with me? Who are you? Who do you work for? And what kind of deal are they willing to make with me that can get us all rich?
Well, what you got to offer?
How does everything the fiduciary order owns sound?
She kind of thinks about it for a moment and then reaches into her belt pouch and she pulls out a coin, but not any old coin. It's a brass coin with it's half skull, half jester's mask. And this is familiar to you, Applestock, as the fun symbol. And she flips it to you and bring that by the hideout down by the docks. It's called the Harlequin. We can talk there.
Good.
And she is going to... So you are on a balcony.
That's near where we're docked, right?
It's not super far from where you're docked. No. She backflips off the railing really smoothly. You could try to stop her. But it was a pretty badass exit. Just...
Why she always got to do that? Why she always got to make it like such a to-do? You could just like jump off,
How hard would you say it would be to do that? Could I just...
I don't know if you should try that. You might have to end up healing yourself or you might die again.
Okay, I have
Go ahead and give yourselves 100 XP for that and 200 for plot for dealing with the work.
So we get 400. I love the way you give experience points. By the way,
so that was 300 total.
300 total.
300 total. Okay.
3,020.
3,000.
Did we get anything for stealing those things about the fiduciary order?
That's its own reward, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I like the way you think, but no, that's its own reward.
I like to try. Okay, so we have a coin for fun. We know where the Skyrock is going to land and when it's going to land.
You do, yes.
We have like a couple days.
You have a couple days. You probably need to leave tomorrow to make it there in some reasonable time.
So we could reasonably make this meeting today with fun and get out, assuming we don't run into trouble.
You could. This is the sound of the DM realizing that they're probably going to need another map. Yes, you could. I know, y'all. You're not going to do this without trouble.
I mean, I'm going to try.
A valiant effort will be made.
I think Elizabeth turns to the crew. Okay, so I think it would be a great idea for us to go meet with Applestock's friends. I also think it would be great if we didn't take anything valuable there.
That's very fair to
Prudent.
So let's go back to the ship, drop off everything important, other than, I suppose, our weapons. I mean, that makes sense because they might still try and rob us, but they'll have to kill us. So, I don't think they can or will. And if we're lucky, they'll help us.
Also, do we have an extra shield on board?
Ooh, do you have an extra shield on board?
We do.
Do you? I don't know.
Oh,
Probably. I mean,
Have you taken one from anywhere?
I don't think so. If
Did
not,
Malvar have one?
No.
okay.
Could we take the lid off of a barrel that we don't need anymore? Or like the bottom of the barrel that we have on the deck for Applestock to hide into? Just like a small circular wooden shield. I mean, it's like the same thing.
Without the arm straps, which I think would take some time to.
I have money.
Alar can sew.
I can't sew, but I also have money.
Well, it is quite late. I'll just note that.
Oh, okay.
Which is, because it needed to be late for you to be able to see the other half of the star rock coming in, and then hence you got jumped and.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, I want to buy a ship.
I reckon that's possible. I don't know that that's possible if you're trying to go to the Harlequin right now.
So what? That sounds cool.
Applestock. Sorry. I should check with you first, out of respect for you and your past. Are you comfortable going there, or would you prefer we just leave now and never mention this again?
I mean, besides the fact that they just steal a lot and stuff, and
how long were you with them?
A good bit. I kind of hopped around a bit. I knew them though before. Yeah, I knew them before Captain A, but then there was another weird little group in between, but pretty much, yeah, they were the first ones. Then I moved to another one. Then I moved to another one. And then I'm here with y'all. So it's been a while, but I'm comfortable with it. Maybe you can hire a crew.
Hire some of them to be in the crew?
I don't know.
I don't think that's a great idea. So tell me about this group. I need to know everything I can before I walk in there.
Well,
The only way I can be intimidating.
Yeah, of course. It's it's a little bit of a lot of things, but mainly it's a bit of a criminal organization. It's fun, but it's not fun, if that makes sense.
Did I make the connection now?
Yes, I think now you absolutely have.
I'm familiar with the organization. I am a pirate who knows things.
Well, yeah, of course. It's the Free Undercity Network.
Yes. Who's the leader?
That I don't know. I did not have enough clearance for that.
So none of you, I'm guessing only a handful of people know who the big boss is.
Likely.
And the rest of you just kind of take orders. Got it.
Like Leaf said, I wasn't ever a part of I never went to the actual base. They didn't necessarily trust me enough with that.
How long were you with them?
Not too long. I found them pretty soon after I left home, so
You seem uncomfortable. For the first time in the entirety that I've known you, you don't seem like you're taking this I'm gonna prank them kind of way. The look on your face was oh no, what is this? You know?
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's fine. Sometimes you run into people and laugh, and you're like, "Oh my goodness, oh my stars! I didn't brush my hair today. I could have looked better than I did." So,
Oh, so you loved Leaf.
no.
Is this the captain's long game getting back at them?
Yeah, obviously.
No, I did not know
No.
Leaf like that. Not intimately, not like you and Captain A.
Okay, hold on. We don't need to. This is about you. About me.
Now let's make it about you real quick.
Let's stop doing that. That has happened far too often. Okay, well, Applestock, we're going to be going in there. We need to go back to the boat. I want to copy this information from Brother Horace down. I imagine giving information on what the fiduciary order ships will be doing to thieves would be worth quite a lot of money. If I sell these plans to them, not only will we have them, but our new allies would. And our new allies would probably pay for them. We can all get rich and a little more powerful. How do you all feel about that idea? We can vote on it. Valar, Lewin, Applestock. I want to hear your opinions. I genuinely care about what you have to say in regards to this issue.
Oh my god.
The last time you said that you didn't care, but I believe you this time.
That's not true. I always care. I may not listen to the opinion, but I still care about it.
Do you remember what we last talked about this morning?
I do
regarding breakfast? No. Okay.
Well, I don't care about breakfast.
All right. Well, I think that actually, Lewin, could you go first?
Well, on the whole, this feels a little bit like respect, which is new for me. I guess the thing I'm worried about, Captain, is trying to pull one over on a den of thieves. And don't get me wrong, you're very intimidating, but I feel like sometimes diplomacy is not your strongest suit. And it's fine. You're very good at what you do. It's just maybe if we go into a thieves den and hand them a clear forgery and try to strong on them into being our allies, things might go wrong.
Well, it wouldn't be a forgery. It would be a copy.
True, as long as we're honest about that.
We could keep the copy and give them the original for Brother Horace.
Don't we technically have a copy that Horace made for us?
No.
No, I just straight up.
We have the
stole
original.
Right. Sorry, brain.
Oh, wow.
So Applestock stole the original. We have that. I wouldn't be trying to strong arm them into our ally. It's a deal. It's a negotiation. Honor among thieves and all that.
So, wait, is it my turn?
You could also just not go there. That is an option on the table.
That is always an option, in my opinion. But if we're going to be going up against the fiduciary order,
and probably Captain Sophia,
so we might need a small army. If I remember correctly,
yes.
There's only, and he just pulls out the manifest. He's like, 12.
21, strictly speaking. Most of those are not fighters.
And then he turns it to the other side, 21.
Yes, this could be an incredible opportunity for us as pirates to get our name out there in the right circles. Fun would be very good at perhaps putting the name of the Flying Flynn Pirates out throughout their network, and then that builds and builds and builds, and then all of a sudden we're famous and everybody wants to work with us. Oh, hey, did you hear the Flying Flynn Pirates are taking down the Fiduciary Order? There's also the possibility. So these notes from Brother Horace, this was my original idea before we got jumped on the stairs. We could make copies of Brother Horace's notes and give them to every small merchant in the region so that their trading routes are faster. They have better access to goods. They get all the benefits the Fiduciary Order wanted. And it will just undermine, perhaps over a longer period of time, the Fiduciary Order and level the playing field. It would, in essence, accomplish one of my goals of making it a free, open sea the way that it was supposed to be before the Fiduciary Order came in. I know it seems a little noble for a pirate, but this is kind of the thing that started my entire journey as a pirate. It is why I kept sailing when my parents gave up. We can also give a copy to the thieves. Yes, Lewin.
Captain, might there be some issues in handing over these new trading routes to both the merchants and the thieves? Wouldn't that potentially make the merchants that were trying to help?
I'm saying kind of one or the other. Also, we are still pirates, so having more merchants to steal from, good for business. But we kind of just steal from other pirates, so it kind of works out. My point is, we could give these to the Thieves Guild, and Fun could just kind of go back and forth with the Fiduciary Order and to join our side, and then help us undermine the Fiduciary Order, and then boom, the Fiduciary Order is gone, and the merchants get kind of the same benefit anyway. Or we could just give it to the merchants, because I know Brother Horace isn't going to give it to the Fiduciary Order, because he doesn't have it anymore. And he said he wouldn't. And I feel good. I feel good about his loyalty, because he's terrified of me. We have realistically been put in a position outside of the Skyrock, which is its own important thing, to make a very important decision that I believe truly in my heart of hearts could change the fate of the entire archipelago. And that could be because of us, the Flying Flynn Pirates. There are the obvious positives of being the people responsible for the end of the Fiduciary Order and the rise of a free merchant economy, as well as a long, long list of enemies I imagine it would make us from all of the people who profit off of what the Fiduciary Order has done. In the name of morality, it is probably the right thing to do to give it to the regular merchants. Every small merchant, everywhere. For our own personal benefit, it would be best, I imagine, to make a deal with Fun. Keep the things for ourselves to help us undermine the Fiduciary Order, and also have a very powerful organization on our side.
Applestock, from your experience, how does Fun feel about the fiduciary order?
Neutral negative. They're another mark.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be beneficial to give it to the merchants. Because Fun started off as something for the underdogs, but someone that's kind of been one for their entire life so far, it wasn't very a fun experience for me. It's all supposed to be for freedom, Undercity, whatever. But in all honesty, whenever I was there, in my experience, I don't know what it was like before, I don't know what it's like now, but frankly, there's a hierarchy there that just didn't seem fair and right and wasn't for the little ones like me. And yeah, sure, it'd benefit us in some way, shape, or form, but quite frankly, one that might create more competitiveness. I mean, if we give it to them and it gets out to other people that we're competing against, I mean, who knows? They could have connections to every single pirate and just backstabbing each other. Who knows? But if we give it to merchants, the ones that really need it, people like your parents, well, I don't know. Maybe I think that'd be beneficial.
Valar, Lewin, how do you feel? I imagine we would have this conversation on the ship.
Yes, I have assumed that you have made it back.
Just wanted to clarify.
Stowed the
I would be having this conversation with them in my quarters, which are clean. Not even a pile of clothes on the floor.
What?
You just kind of see Beach Pillow as they walk in and they're talking, and you ask for it up here, and he's like, "We." It's like one tear. He's like,
But yeah, I'm assuming that you're having this conversation. You're stashing the notes, the Skyrock, any other valuable things that you have on you.
"You used."
I think Applestock would be like currently copying it down too.
Gotcha.
You even shine the floors.
And this is, come on, this is actually important, Valor. We can cry about how my floor is clean later.
And you wipe the walls. I need a minute. Lewin, you can go.
This is the second time you've gotten me with me
Honeycomb
with that.
sent you a little handkerchief, I believe.
Well, Captain, I would agree with Applestock. I believe there's far more good to be done in giving the papers to the merchants, unless you think, and turning to Applestock, you think it's a possibility to make an alliance with them and work together to overthrow the fiduciary order. But in general, I would defer to Applestock in this one.
And Valar, you are the last one before I make my final decision.
And he just kind of stand and wipe the tears. He goes, "Well, even though this wasn't my chosen occupation, I trust you, Captain, full-heartedly. And I trust your decisions, even though sometimes they may be incompetent or reckless. That too.
Let's go back. Let's go back, Valar. Did you say make incompetent decisions?
If I'm being honest with you, sometimes. But you make up for it with your knack for somehow, some way, getting us out of trouble every single time.
I prefer to view it as a gamble rather than incompetence.
Potato,
Let's-
potato.
Let's
I'm sorry.
let's try to not undermine me in this conversation.
I apologize, but
It hurts a little bit
I know.
coming from my best friend.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to lie to you or be honest?
Yes, of course.
Yes, lie to me. Oh, God. Well,
Anyway,
anywho, I think that what Applestock has said makes the most sense. The merchants will benefit by this, but I feel like we might need to add on. I feel like this could result in something bad, as in the fiduciary order taking the anger out on the merchants instead of
that's
us.
the beauty of it.
I'm taking notes, face.
That's the beauty of it. I want the fiduciary order to get angry. They won't be angry at the merchants. They can't do anything to them. That would be corrupt, and the rest of the world would simply turn on them. They would be exposed for being the corrupt hypocrites that they are. However, they can't come back in and lower prices again. They've made too much money to do that. This would allow those smaller merchants to be able to compete with them in business. However, the fiduciary order would want to find the person responsible for taking the research that they paid for and giving it to everybody. And that would mean, of course, we wouldn't be flying under the radar anymore. We would be in the spotlight. We would be in the spotlight of the entire world. Pirates, merchants, the fiduciary order. Because if I give these out, everyone's going to know who did it. And I want everybody to know who did it.
Well,
there are massive benefits to that.
Well, I am still a little bit in hiding. So,
well, your name won't be on it.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
You are, however, in the crew. So if someone comes looking for us, they might see you, but we'll just get rid of them the way that we have so far. The thing is, we haven't lost yet. We don't lose.
Robin, I know what you're doing.
We're the Flying Flynn Pirates. We don't lose.
I mean, you did almost lose your life to like a crab.
I almost drowned.
Oh, we didn't.
To a bird.
We didn't.
And but you almost did.
But we didn't.
But we didn't.
Because you know who always wins? The house always wins.
Oh.
I'm the house now.
Oh, okay. I like to imagine that she gets in our face when she says stuff like that. Like she gets really close, like, yeah.
Elizabeth does everything. Elizabeth can do everything. She always does everything with her mannerisms to really put the point across. It's very over the top, very dramatic.
How does Lewin feel about this?
Captain, you've explained before that the fiduciary order is corrupt and evil and takes advantage of people.
Yes.
What if they don't care that people know about it?
I don't care if they don't care. The thing is, we would undermine their power. If we undermine them, they suddenly care because their business is hurt. If it impacts their profit margin, which this would, suddenly they start to care.
True, but what if they do start taking it out on these merchants that we have all of a sudden put right in the middle of harm's way?
The good news is, here's the thing. When you put the fiduciary order up against the entire archipelago and all of the people who live here, they will lose. The issue is people haven't been able to unite under that cause because everyone's afraid of the fiduciary order. I am not. Pirates will benefit from having more merchants and more diverse trade out on the open sea. The only person who doesn't is the fiduciary order. More merchants will have more coin, which benefits every pirate everywhere. More merchants will have more coin, which benefits every other merchant out there. It benefits the common people. It benefits everybody except for the fiduciary order. And that, when the fiduciary order starts trying to fight back, they won't have the money to do it anymore. They won't be able to just buy their way out of trouble the way that they have. Because they won't be able to keep up. Their business will be gone before they know it. And then I win.
If you are sure of this plan, Captain, you haven't steered us wrong yet, but the fiduciary order has won in some way already once. And I just worry that we put them in a position to do it again if we don't, as you said, unite people before we go after them.
It'll be part of the letter. When I send the plans out to every merchant, listen, Olga is going to be an invaluable asset because Olga knows everybody. And if not, Olga knows somebody who knows everybody. I trust Olga. Olga is like a fun aunt to me. Like a mother, an aunt, who knows? The thing is, if we don't try and take down the fiduciary order, they're going to keep winning the way that they always have. You might say it's a gamble, but I like our odds. I always like our odds. We can send these letters out. I can unite people under, not necessarily under the Flying Flynn Pirates banner, but for the Flying Flynn Pirates. For the people. After the fiduciary order is gone, everybody can go do what they want. There can be new winners and losers, and I will deal with that when it comes to it. But I believe Brother Horace's research is right now the best chance we have to take down the most vile, corrupt, evil organization in the archipelago.
I have an idea. Because we're all for uniting everyone, right? And I don't know if we'll necessarily unite everyone if we specifically team up with one organization. So I do believe, and I'm sorry if I speak out of turn for speaking for the group, but we're kind of coming to a consensus of spreading this to the merchants. But this is like one big prank against the fiduciary, whatever. I can't,
The order.
It just sounds kind of like pretentious, so it's kind
It
of
is.
like
It is.
fiduciary. Well, you know what? There is a little syllable in there that if you take it out, then it's just that. But I'm gonna stay here.
Well done.
Incredible.
How I get around censors. But this is just one big prank, right? I mean, sure, it's gonna start something interesting, and I'm real excited about that. But why make it so simple as just sending a note to, one person? Yes, we can do that, and I think that'd be a good way to spread around, but why don't we make it a little bit bigger? Why don't we just rub it in their faces of what we're doing? I mean, I got this little interesting ring on here that can make me fly across the city. We make enough flyers, spread enough words, make enough copies. We can not only spread the news and spread the knowledge to everyone, but we can also make the fiduciary look, well, you
Yeah.
know.
I like that. I don't want to spread the plans around like that because that's an easy way for the fiduciary order to get their hands on them and that kind of. But we can spread flyers letting the people know that the power is back in the hands of the merchants, courtesy of the Flying Flynn Pirates. I like that.
And that is exactly what I was thinking. Rub it in their faces a bit. And you know what? It might not be directly beneficial to us, but I think it'll set the dominoes in a way that it will definitely benefit us later. And honestly, we can pay it back by being symbols to those underdogs out there that need a symbol to look to.
Applestock, that was very well said. I have made my decision as captain of the Flying Flynn Pirates. We will make a lot of copies of these notes. We will get them to the merchants. We will send them out. I will send a ton of them to Olga. Now, we'll all help copy down as many of these as we can. And I'll send them to Olga. Then we'll drop the flyers across Panatoa. And then we'll go find this other sky rock. And let everything just sizzle, simmer.
My question is, how are you getting the plans all the way to Olga?
I can send a messenger, right?
You could send a messenger. It's just you maybe are not sending the flyers tomorrow if you want the message to have arrived at Olga.
Do I have trusted crew members who would be able to deliver it for me rather than a random messenger?
Oh, yeah, you could send one of your crew.
Okay. I will do that.
Which one?
We'll do that. Who would I, as the captain, feel is the best choice for that? Would it be Namdi? And
potentially.
Would it be Namdi and Golden Maw?
Yes, but then you lose them on your ship for a little while.
So I should only send one.
Send Namdi and Segura.
That's what I was thinking.
The expedition.
Let's send Namdi and Segura.
Oh my gosh, what if they're sent on the same mission?
We'll put the plans in like a satchel, like a backpack, like bundled up, enough of them.
Yeah, they can book passage on a couple of ships towards Olga's.
Yeah,
towards the.
Give them a vacation. A romantic vacation. So I guess I would, once we have everything copied.
Which I imagine takes you the rest of the night, like it is.
And then the next morning before we leave, how much would 2 people to hire, like, to get on the boat, like, to help us sort of replace? How many people do I need to hire to have, like, a fully stocked crew right now? And how much will it cost? I have a feat that will let me do it for half price.
Let me check that.
Well, Yeah. Oh, and me and my companions will be able to take passage for free on nearly any commercial ship in exchange for occasional ship duties when all hands are called. So Nambi and Sagira could get on a boat for free.
Yeah, I figured they are going for free.
And then part of that, in addition, after you have a few naval exploits we've stolen from a lot of important people under our belt, and apparently the person from Fun knew who I was.
Yeah.
My fame makes sailors eager to sail under me. I can hire a ship's crew at half the usual price.
I'm trying to find the usual price because it feels like this is turning into stronghold situation, but there's not a ship stronghold. Hey.
That is one of my sailor feats.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because I'm sure this exists somewhere. Chat, if you find it, holler, per usual. I'm sure this exists.
If you scream loud enough, we will be able to hear you.
Scream loud enough, we will hear you.
Would it be maybe under followers rather than stronghold?
Well, followers are different. Followers are 500 gold apiece, and they give you very specific benefits. They're like a squire.
Right.
Not so much a crew.
Gotcha.
A crew feels more like, yes, this comes with your attempt to get a, crew, but
That is fair.
there's definitely a thing because I know one of my friends is using it in their game.
I imagine it wouldn't be in the book if, like, it wouldn't be in my feat if there wasn't.
Well, there's definitely something for followers. I'm not sure how you
Well, it said ship's crew specifically.
ship's crew specifically, yes. Which is Tell you what, I'd give you guys a break. Let's take this opportunity to go on break. We'll be back. That gives me 5 minutes to find it, and then we will come for
Woohoo!
shenanigans.
Ooh.
Back in 5. Hey, and we are back, and I found. So if it's a stronghold, then it's technically included within the price of the stronghold itself. So I did fancy math. So it'd be to hire them on would be 160 to 80.
Bless you.
Full hours, they would
Bless
just
you.
be there to crew your ship. But convert one to a full follower, then less.
Well, I don't need a full follower right now.
Probably not. Certainly not 9 of them.
So to give us enough crew to not like have any issues with the ship, it would be 80 gold.
Correct. And that'll be whoever.
Oh, and that would be a fully stocked crew.
Yes. Given that you have most of a full crew now, you only really need to make up like 8. So it's basically like you're going to each 10 gold to sign on with you.
Okay. And I'll tell Namdi and Sagira we'll meet them back at the Enclave, Olga's place. So once they get there, they can just stick around.
You'll pick them up.
Yeah. And then whoever I'm using to replace them will be like their tenure will be done once we get there. I will out of Elizabeth's pocket pay that 80 gold. I think I have that.
Cool. And I think you all stayed up all night copying the pamphlets. So I think minus Captain who has a thing for that, I will need saves versus exhaustion.
I do have a thing. I think it's something about rolling, though. I think I
make the roll with advantage.
I gain an expertise die on saving throws made to resist fatigue. No, hold on. The first time between each long rest, I would gain a level of fatigue. I do not gain that level of fatigue. So you're right. I don't.
But I think everybody else, I need a DC 10 Constitution save just to see how you're feeling. It's been a long night.
Ooh.
I got a 15.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's a natural 14. +1. Yeah.
How is Valar feeling? You are muted.
I was trying to find the mute button. I lost it. I got a 14. 13 plus 1 for me.
So you're all fine.
Okay.
A little groggy, but nothing to be concerned about. Are you dropping these flyers now, or are you going to wait for them to get to Olga's?
Well, the flyer is different.
Yeah.
I think we could do it now. Word would start to spread, and then the fiduciary order will be trying to figure out what it means.
The ultimate prank. Give him anxiety.
They'll be like, no one undermined us. Nothing about our business has changed. And then all of a sudden they'll see these merchants
start to travel.
It's kind of a slow burn, but it's also not. Like, these merchants can act on it the second it's in their hands. So
then Applestock climbs to the highest point in the city, which I imagine for them is not hard at all.
Yeah, I'm dexterous.
And you've got the loot runner, so you've just got this massive bag of pamphlets, and everyone has a hand cramp, by the way, because you're handwriting a lot of stuff. This massive bag.
I write a ton of letters, so I'm good.
And God, you do. And you find yourself at the top. Oh, it's a beautiful view, actually. You can see the water's out, ships passing in the very far distance, warships docked there, the city spread out below you like a carpet.
Yeah, I think as Applestock is kind of standing up there, she thinks of all the things in their life, specifically the times that people have said, like, oh, you're not really good enough, all of the passive aggressiveness, all of the things that kind of have culminated, and then thinks about what's new and different with this new crew and everybody else, and how a lot of everything they have said is genuine and wonderful and so kind, and how much they believe in them. And I think at that thought, Applestock will pull out 2 daggers and stab it into the bags and just like slit it open and then just jump from there.
You're flying down through the city, banking between spires, and just coating it in all these pamphlets. You see people in the streets picking one up and looking at it and being confused.
Elizabeth's personal signature is on each and every one of them. It's like when you like pay for a book and like the person's at the book signing, but instead of using a stamp, it's their personal, like they just did it with their hand.
Some people are like, what is this? And you watch as you land on like a little spire, push off again, and you land right back down on the dock leading to the sea lettuce.
I think as Applestock is walking, Applestock is just passing it to people like, keep your eyes out, question everything, y'all. Don't blindly trust things because they might mean one thing, but it most likely means another.
Someone like pushes it away, like, no thanks, I'm an atheist.
Like, oh no. This is like less of a religious thing and more of like a governmental thing. So you might actually be a little bit more interested in this.
Down with the fiduciary order. Bell click.
They put and then I think before Applestock can say the full phrase, Beach Pedal's like, no, don't curse.
You do
I'll throw something at you.
Patrols who have also gotten a hold of these things and are kind of looking at them and
we're getting out of here.
Time for you to make your exit.
Yeah. Like as soon as Applestock steps foot, it's just like, okay, let's go. Everyone's ready. Like we've been waiting. We saw the flyers, and it's like, okay, hoist sail, avast.
Did we use the name Flying Flynn Pirates on the flyers?
Absolutely. I put my personal signature on it. I didn't put the sea lettuce on the flyer. So like, and we're not using our flag yet. Like the thing that has, the bird symbol that I keep carving into people is on a flag that will be unfurled once we're at a safe yet still viewable distance away. And then it's like, oh, this is the day you almost caught the Flying Flynn Pirates.
Yes. Why do you ask, Lewin?
I think Lewin is gonna look at the captain and say, "Captain,
yep,
permission to be a rascal."
I'll give you that permission.
Hold on, Applestock. Lewin, go ahead.
I would like to cast Flaming Sphere. And I would like to draw the symbol of the Flying Flynn Pirates, like right in the middle of the docks.
Love that.
Yo, that's so cool.
Applestock makes sparks of minor illusion.
I think Elizabeth
around Lewin.
Elizabeth goes over to Lewin, puts a hand on his shoulder.
Oh.
Lewin, I'm glad you're here. You are one of my 3 best friends. That was incredible. I'm glad that we're your new family.
I'm glad you want to. And then I'm just gonna turn back and watch the smoke rising from this signature, just
smoking. And I imagine that one of your crew is up in the crow's nest, like, flag away, Captain.
Flag away.
And the sea lettuce's banner just snaps in the wind. You can't quite hear yells of frustration from the docks, but you like to think that you can.
I can feel it. It's like the reverse of my commanding presence. I can feel it.
You feel it. And as you sail out of the docks,
Boy, this feels so good. I'm so glad we got this moment before we get completely wrecked.
one of the ships
Oh.
out on the horizon, have they changed course?
Wow. Oh, I know who this is.
Yes. They
Battle-
have. I'm gonna
Battle
catch
stations.
hours, but
Battle stations. Everybody, quickly.
as you get closer,
Uh-oh.
and this is, I mean, high-speed sea chases are not that high speed. This is, you see them coming for a while before they, get there. But you do see that this is a little larger of a ship than yours.
All right. So that's the game we're playing? That's the game you want to play?
Painted a dark blood red.
Of course it is.
And the flag being flown is a broken lute with a dagger stabbed through it.
Elizabeth is visibly seething. Like, if anybody who has been around her for more than 5 minutes can just feel it. And wherever they are on the ship, they can feel the seething rage of someone who somehow feels disrespected on every molecular level possible. Like it's like, oh, you really wanted to go there? You really want to play this game? This is really that kind of measuring contest? Okay. But I'm winning, aren't I? So now you're just mad. Now you're just angry. And now I'm angry. Leave me alone.
Could I have you all just make perception checks real quick?
Does that include me?
Yes.
That's a natural 20.
Thank the Lord, because 2.
2.
Hey!
I rolled an 11 total.
Okay, I'm going to whisper you something, Gabby.
Oh,
Oh, this hasn't happened yet.
the typing.
Remember to check out A5E.tools.
So loud.
I got a whisper about fun, but like it was irrelevant now.
F is for free.
I'm so glad I remembered. Like I thought of what I could do with these plans.
U is under city. N is for network. Because they are a network.
There you go. All right.
Down here,
Deep blue sea.
down here in the P city.
No.
It starts with a P.
Manitoba.
No, this is just a Urinetown.
See?
All right, I sent you a whisper. Just something that you'll note for reasons. The ship is pulling closer. And I think what you hear yelled out across the waves is not allowed to cuss on this stream.
I got some things I'd like to also say that are not.
But it's something along the lines of, "You thought you could steal my treasure, you trumped up," redacted.
Shut up!
Where I got
You've tried to steal everything from me my entire life, you redacted.
And yeah, it continues being much of this until you think, within cannon range.
I've been waiting for this.
I know you have. We have not had a full-scale naval battle. Now, my question here is theater of the mind sufficient for this? Because it is a cannon battle. I feel like it's sufficient for this.
I think so.
It's difficult to do ship-to-ship combat with a map. I have tried. It's hard. But I will take an initiative.
Just like all of us, or just one of us for the ship?
Whoever is driving the ship will move on your initiative.
Well, that'll be me.
Yes.
This for me.
I have a question.
Yes.
How close are we to the other ship? If we can hear them, what is the distance for us long rangers?
I think that you are. Well, that's a great question actually, because how far can a cannon shoot? Yeah.
I'm so glad
we're in cannon range.
I didn't buy a ton of cannonballs.
Did not buy a ton of cannonballs.
But we do have a ballista. Our ballista is fully stocked, but I bought 5 cannonballs?
Cannon.
You did, yes.
Yeah, so we are definitely a crew that is more intent on boarding. That's our strategy.
When we get to boarding, we will be switching to a map because that will become very but cannon.
The ship and I
cannon
rolled a 4.
Oh boy.
Because I haven't rolled a single good initiative this entire campaign.
Right. A cannon can fire 600 feet? Good Lord. Okay, yeah. You're placed 600 feet from each other at this exact moment.
Okay.
It's okay. They're not rolling great initiative either.
Was it worse than a 4?
No, but it wasn't great either.
It's still better than me.
It's still better.
I've had the crew ready for this exact scenario for days.
Oh yeah, you're very much ready for this.
Yeah. They're not going to get the drop on me. The player also had a terrible gut feeling that this was going to happen. We left the island.
As she should have. What are others' initiatives?
I got a 14.
That was a 1.
Ooh.
Immediately after my natural 20.
Swingy. What's your modifier on that?
Which one are we adding? Dexterity?
This is. I would maybe say wisdom for this one, just because it is it's trying to figure out how far are they before they can actually shoot at me.
4.
Is it just wisdom for Applestock or
for everyone? For everyone. So if that
Dang
changes
it!
anything.
On initiative?
Yeah.
I wrote a 19.
That's
but
worse.
17. Yeah. Man,
Mine would go down to a 12 in that case.
Okay, good.
A 4.
Okay, cool.
Mine's a 4 too.
But you rolled a net 1, so the captain will be going first.
That's fair and valid.
Um,
I'm not going last.
I
The
think
first time all campaign, it feels like.
my notes don't say because Microsoft Clouds. But so we have a book open, we have a laptop open, we have multiple tabs open. We don't have that much desk space. It's fine. Okay. Cool. That'll be what happens there. Valar, you are first on your ship.
Oh boy, we are definitely a boarding ship.
From the enemy.
How far are they?
600 feet.
Well, dang. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of range.
I assume, but we can command crew members on our turns.
Yeah,
Right.
I would say that that's just kind of assumed that on your turn, your ship will fire until you are out of cannonballs.
I will. So I'm gonna go down
That's only 5
and to where some of our crewmen are starting to load the cannons and
cannons?
stuff, and I will essentially be for now until we get into boarding distance. I'm going to use my entire turn cleaning, helping put cannonballs in, assisting with that. I'm going to try and speed it up and make it faster.
I love that.
And I'm also obviously I'm going to polish it because why not?
Obviously, you're polishing this cannon faster. Lewin.
Lewin's gonna. I guess I'm gonna call up to the captain, and I'm gonna be like, Captain, are we supposed to sink this ship, or would you like to do whatever this gesture means?
No, sink it. Sink it or board it.
Understood.
Oh
no. Can I get out the book that I got and open up and get out that little piece of paper that's inside that book that I got?
Oh, you so can.
And using the pronunciation guide that Eladre gave me, I would like to say, I was like, Kakult, I call upon your power, if that's how this works.
There is are you activating its minor power or its major power?
This is the first time I've ever used it, so I was going to activate, I guess, its minor power to try to set the ship on fire.
Your ship on fire.
Their ship.
Their ship on
the
fire.
other ship. Yes.
I was like, what?
Very clear.
I don't know if you're going there with Kurt, but
no sir.
Watch it just call a pillar of fire from the sky.
Oh, the god!
I can't wait to find out what the major power is.
Also, did you
Pull
read
an
that
Aladdin.
like in real time? Did you legit look over and read it? Did you have it written down, Kurt?
Yeah. I had to.
I love that so much.
A large, basically flaming tornado appears next to you, and in a deep and rather irritated voice grumbles out, "What is your command?"
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh goodness. Are you okay? We're gonna come back to this conversation later. Can you please go burn that ship over there? Please.
That is a lot of water between me and it.
What if I got you closer?
That would be amenable.
And then I'll kind of look back at the captain with this giant flame tornado and go, he wants to be closer.
Get him closer. Make him fly.
Well, he says it's too much water. Just sail over there.
Oh boy.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna try to negotiate with the Afridi.
Someone fire up.
Is it in Afridi? Holy crap!
Yeah, well, the spirit of one. It's not in its full form, but it is very bright.
Is that thing from Moana?
Google it.
Nefertiti?
Nefertiti is someone else.
Fire monster?
Well,
What?
I saw.
It's a fire genie.
There's a single scene in Moana that I've seen clipped on the internet, and it is this giant like lava rock monster, and the name sounded similar to me.
Just Google it. Afridi is like it's like a fire genie.
That
Your ship's
makes way more sense to me.
It's 15. That's very respectable. Okay. 2 shots go wide. A third hits your hull with an ominous crack. Okay, wrong table. I wish you guys could see more of my setup here because this is getting mildly unhinged. It does a lot of bludgeoning damage. We're just going to use roll 20 for this.
What does?
A cannon.
One of our cannons?
No, one of their cannons.
What if it didn't?
It's okay, it's hitting the ship.
Yeah, but what if it didn't?
They have unleashed a full broadside on you. The first two have missed.
That's not good.
Your ship shudders from the force. Ooh.
Oh, that's bad.
And you hear a call from below decks. Hands to bailing. That second one comes woo, really uncomfortably close to you, actually. It sails just over your prow, but you kind of have to go like whoop.
Oh boy.
And
Oh,
it's
boy.
kind of, it is trying to get a little closer to you, I think. It doesn't move. You've got the advantage in that you're slightly smaller. You move a little bit faster, but it is now 560 feet from you.
Okay. How far do our ballista shoot? What's the range on the ballista?
The ballista have a maximum range of 480 feet.
Okay, so we got to get a little bit closer.
Yes, and you have two cannons on each side, so you can fire twice per turn.
Well, we have 5 cannonballs.
5 cannonballs. That's 2.5 rounds.
Let me double check the inventory. It should only be 5 cannonballs, but maybe there's more. Nope.
No.
5 cannonballs, 40 ballista bolts. That's not great. Whose turn is it now?
It is yours, Captain.
It's mine? Oh, goodness gracious. Can I move and fire cannons on the same turn with the boat?
Yes, because you're the person on the helm, and you can call orders to other people to fire as for free.
Fire cannons!
And Valor, you are down there helping. Would you like to make these attack rolls? I believe they are just going to be straight D20s.
Okay.
But you have one trained gunner on your ship, so one of them can add a +2.
Let's go,
Plus
Bach.
Okay, here we go.
It's Bach.
It's Bach, yeah.
Bach's my favorite crew.
So muscled. She's like loaded up on one, like aiming at like.
Santa die or goblin die?
Santa.
Goblin. Oh.
Oh,
Me,
you got to that, so.
Christmas
Kurt,
in
Kurt.
July.
Call before you make it which one is going to be the one that Bach's making.
Do goblin die.
Goblin die for Bach.
That would be a 19. You said +2, so 21.
Woohoo, that'll be a direct hit.
And
Good
then
job,
we
goblin.
more, right?
And it does
Direct hit.
8d10 of bludgeoning damage to their hull.
Can I?
Woo.
Ooh, let's roll the d10.
Do not get hit by one of these.
No. I
trying.
don't plan on it. Unless she was like a berserker, and even then.
So was that one cannon, or was
That's
that
one.
Oh, so we still get to do one more.
Yes, but that one doesn't have the +2 because it's not Bach making it.
Right. You said 8d10?
8d10, yes. That's why I used roll 20, because I was not about to sit here with my 2d10 just
Roll that damage, Valar. Let's go.
Oh boy. How much is it again?
8d10.
What you say to me?
8d10.
Okay, that went over my head. I'm just gonna use a dice roller that I have on here because I'm not about to roll physical 8d10.
See, I would.
I would too because I just like the click clack.
I love dice. I never get to roll 8d10. That never happens. I don't play wizards. I don't get to roll that many dice.
Okay.
Ooh, the day you play a wizard and get to roll fireball at like a high level.
That's my next
It's
class
insane.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, these are d10s. I was picking the wrong one. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And
Roll them.
boom. Here we go. And that will be 39 damage.
39.
Smoke them if you got them.
There is a crunch. You appear to have hit their upper deck, though.
Good. And one more attack for Valar. Is Valar shooting this other cannon?
Kind of like doesn't really matter because you're not proficient with them. So
no,
it's just a straight D20.
After it fires, I'm just like cleaning it. So roll again.
Yeah, just straight D20.
Sure. That one would be just a 16.
So if we roll a natural 20 on the cannon, do we double that?
I think what I would have that do is I'd have that hit someone on the deck.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
I can picture it in my head, and it's hilarious. I'm just imagining that happening to Kled.
Oh no!
That's 8d10 damage to roll there, Tuck.
You said just 8d10 again, or you said 2d10?
Yeah, 8d10 again.
8d10. Oh Lord. All right, here we go.
You're gonna roll 80 this time.
Oh no! All right.
Imagine.
Oh my god, the odds are so low.
How many hit points does our ship have?
Your ship has 300 hit points.
I somehow got 39
a super
again.
Sailing ship.
Minus 50. So we're at 250.
Yes.
I got 39 again.
Another 39. Wow.
Same? That's impressive.
Yeah, they're taking these hits distressingly well.
We have 3 cannons left. So everyone, we have 3 cannonballs left. And then, so now that those 2 cannons fired on my turn, we're gonna move directly towards them. I want us to get within ballista range, and we obviously got to get the big fire tornado closer.
Yeah,
I was gonna try and say the name, and then I decided against.
Fair enough. You can get another 50 feet closer because you move a little bit faster.
Okay.
So.
Never mind. I was thinking of doing. Oh no, never mind. That's within 30 feet, so this won't work. I was like, oh, can I use my Mark Foe on this boat to give us expertise die on these cannon rolls? But it's an opponent within 30 feet, so I don't think that works. Unless we want to break it for naval combat.
I just discovered that I keep finding things. There are actually rules for how far you can head full and get 1.5 times your movement speed. So that should be 75, which would put you 485 feet from it.
So that's 5 feet past where ballista is. Would they have also moved further as a result?
So they would.
Does put us within ballista range?
Yeah, so you are now
yes.
Math. I think that'd be 465.
Beautiful.
So yes, you are now within ballista range. And
ballistas, you're up.
Hear the call back. Ready, ballistas? And that will be Valar's turn.
Incredible.
All right, we're in ballista.
Wait, what about Applestock?
Oh, Applestock.
Oh, snap! Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Yeah.
In my head that the captain was the end of the initiative. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Usually that's the case.
All right.
Sorry. I had to take the shot, which
I mean, it's good. It was a good shot.
If I would have heard the good, if I would have heard that we have fun here. If I'm sorry, I'm dilly-dallying. If I heard the Captain Flynn calling out for the ballistas, can I run down there and shoot one of them?
They're on the top deck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And ballista.
I definitely would have put Applestock on the ballista. That seems perfect for Applestock.
Yeah, I do think it's going to require strength just because they are large, and we're not proficient. But
Mhm.
cannons, I feel like there's no ability that makes it better. You kind of line it up, you light the fuse, and you pray. Like, but a ballista, you're actually like on it. You're like zooming around, like.
Okay.
You
I'm
could,
not strong is the thing.
you could have strong crewmates.
There's probably someone helping you to give you advantage. We'll say that.
All right. Okay, perfect. So it's just a straight roll to shoot ballista.
Well, you are at the outermost edge of your range, so yes, it would be a straight roll.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Great. Ooh, that was good. Just a straight roll.
Yep. What was it?
Natural 18.
Nice. Thunk.
And this is a ranged weapon, right?
It sure is.
So technically, I could add like my proficiency bonus to the damage roll with the sniper stuff.
I love it.
Which is
I love it. It does 3d10 damage.
3d10. Alrighty. Let me find those d10 here.
And it like sticks into their ship, right?
Yes, I don't think
Like-
it has rope necessarily tied to it.
We were using it for that one bird with
Yeah.
a rope tied to it.
Oh,
Tied. Ooh.
that's pretty good. That's an 8 and 6. That's 14 plus a 7. Oh, 6, 7, 8. That's gonna be is that 20, 21 plus 2 because of my sniper. 23.
Nice.
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 Yeah, you see some crew running around. Something's cracking down at the waterline.
That's
Ooh.
good.
Okay, now, unless there's anything else.
Lewin, that's a really scary but cool thing you summoned.
Thanks. I really didn't know it would do that.
How much closer?
The deep voice kind of bounds out. 15 feet would be nice.
Oh, I'm so angry. That's so close.
Your 3G buddy will be the boarding party, and it will only, I will tell you this now, it will only damage the enemy if you agree to free it from this commitment.
Oh, gotcha.
Hmm.
Holy crap.
Might be worth it though.
15 feet, honestly.
Tell it not to kill their captain. I need her alive.
And that, I think, unless Lewin has, Atlaswag has a bonus action, that brings us back up to Valar's turn.
My turn. Oh, boy. Let me see here.
You can fire cannons again, right?
I believe so. I'm helping them all do things. So So when I cast a spell, if it doesn't specifically say like on myself, but it specifies you imbue divine power into your strikes, would you consider this a strike?
I'd say yes.
What is the exact wording of this?
Divine favor. As a bonus action, you imbue divine power into your strikes until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d4 extra damage, radiant damage, with your weapon attacks. It says weapon attacks, but it counts as a weapon.
Cannon's a weapon.
Cannon's a weapon. Go get him.
Hey!
Go.
My death thing was going to ask if I could cast Shield of Faith on the entirety of the ship. I don't know what.
You cannot do that. But you can cast
No.
a favor on your.
I know. That's why I didn't ask. I was
We'll
like,
find a way.
that's impossible. Maybe like a knife level spell slot or something, but no. Yeah, I will do this, and I will just kind of. Who will be firing this one? I think it's the one who likes to shoot things, right?
It would be Bach.
Bach, yeah. So
That's too
Vala
You-
would just
you and Bach.
look at Bach and goes, the entirety of the cannon might get a little hot.
We can do 2 cannons.
She kind of grins, and that's no problem. I like it
Mm.
hot.
And then he goes, this might hurt me. And just kind of pull up his sleeves, and like all the tattoos just kind of glow, and he grabs it and he goes, you can fire now.
She kind of salutes you, and she's stuffing the cannon in, tamping it down, etc. Lewin.
I'm gonna, I guess, look up at this giant flame tornado and say, my father bound people to servitude, and I don't want to be like him anymore. So if you help us destroy this ship, I will grant you your freedom, Freety.
The fire tornado transforms from a sort of whirling figure into a flaming sphere. You can use a bonus action to tell it to move places as per the spell.
Okay. Here's
Like-
a good question. Can the spell move over water?
I think it can, but I don't know how fast it can move.
Okay.
So did Bach fire that cannon
Buck will fire it on your turn.
on my turn?
Yeah, she's currently reloading.
Gotcha.
Just keeps that way simpler. That if the crew is firing something,
It just happens on my turn.
it happens on your turn, and if a player is firing something, it happens on their turn.
Okay, I can move it 30 feet. So I will move it 30. No, it's going to travel faster on the ship. So I'm going to
will
keep
travel
it.
faster on the ship.
I guess I will keep it hovering just above the ship so it doesn't catch the ship on fire. And then I will I'll go over and man a ballista that's on deck.
Ooh.
And you can fire.
I think you could fire that. Nothing you did was your action.
Here's my question.
Oh,
Would, since Lewin has never been a part of a maritime naval battle,
I don't
would
think
this
on this ship.
count towards saying yes to adventure for my destiny?
oh yeah, totally, absolutely.
Amazing. I can't.
I feel like
hear-
this
Okay, that's
also
another bonus action, so I can do that next turn.
would fit into my inspiration feat. I'm barking commands to people.
Yep.
Um,
What else?
Let's go.
then
Do
yeah,
I recognize the ship?
I'm gonna fire with the ballista, and that was a natural 19.
Ooh.
Ah!
But actually, I was like, I suppose technically you do recognize the ship, but what does that mean for you?
I don't know. I'm defying somebody with my underdog stuff.
Hang on to that for now.
I will.
I'm sorry, how much damage was that?
3d10.
3d10.
Who needs cannons when you have ballista that just hit all the time
That's a 15.
and a fire tornado? 15
Little
damage.
steer.
Can do math. Alrighty.
We're taking chunks out of the ship.
You are
That feels-
taking chunks
that
out of
feels
the ship.
We're hitting them more than they're hitting us.
Well, it's about to be their turn to hit you, but yes, they did miss 2 of their 3 of their 4 attacks against
They're
you.
about to miss all 4.
There's another broadside. Ow.
They got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
Londi and Sagira are safe.
That means nothing to me.
I'm on the top deck.
Just give it to Chloe.
Applestock is also on the top deck.
Oh no, we're on the top deck, Applestock.
I'm also on the top deck.
Applestock looks
There.
between the Captain Flynn and Lewin and goes,
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh boy.
6 people are on the top deck by my count right now.
Oh shit. You know what? I'm glad that we got rid of the two that we actually truly love.
What?
There is a crack as your front mast goes down, taking Mark with it.
Mark.
Okay.
Mark, no.
As acceptable losses go, that is one.
He was our most seasoned seaman.
He was your most seasoned seaman.
He fell asleep.
I
And
love how
It's not
everyone
his
was
fault.
like, "Not Mark," and the captain was like, "Eh."
Not our
Mark was
experienced
glad.
seaman.
I would be like, I did just hire like a full crew, so we're good.
I'm only calculating this out of like the people that I've introduced and that we care about because I mean,
Smart. Mark only took 37 points of damage.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Mark's not on the ship anymore. I think.
Mark is dead and drowning.
And you have only one mast remaining, which I think that well, does that count as
Someone cast mending.
I think that would count as a movement. Well, it has been compromised. It's only I think it's been halved, so I can only move. You can only move 25 feet.
Well, that's 15, so that's enough to get the fire tornado over there.
No, I can only move at 30 feet now.
And it's moving closer to you. You are now
He said 15
now
more.
405 feet apart.
Okay, well, at least they're getting closer to us, too.
They are getting closer to you.
And so that damage was dealt to Mark, not, and the mast, technically, but not.
I'm avoiding critically, like doubling 8d10 and dealing 16d10 damage to your ship by having it do half damage of the crit to Mark and half damage to the ship.
This is a fair trade.
It's fair trade.
Like,
So is he
sorry,
dead?
Mark.
Oh yeah, he's so.
Okay, cool. I mean, no, Mark.
I'm gonna be sad about that. But right now, my arch enemy
Your
is here.
enemy is approaching, and it's your turn.
Okay, so Bach is going to fire now. We're going to fire another one of the cannons also. Yep. So we're going to fire the two cannons.
Okay. Oh, I'm rolling. Yeah. I was like, yeah, go ahead. I will use Santa on this one. All right, Santa. Don't you feel me now, you big.
So one of them gets
being you. That will be 19 plus 2.
I'm doing my best to take a picture of my workstation because it's actually insane. That will definitely hit.
So
Sarah's my favorite person, by the way.
Okay. So 8d10 with 1d4.
I've got the laptop. I've got
keep spirits.
8d10. Here we go.
The amount of pens and post-it notes.
Is that how that works?
Everywhere right now. Nightmare.
Yeah.
It's not how that works. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, it's /R 8d10.
Oh,
with
yeah.
/R. I don't know what that is. I'm not a techie.
Type it with an asterisk in front. Just do it without the
8.
You typing it out for me?
Type that without the asterisk in front. And
oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. And boom.
Ooh,
Hey.
Oh, snap! And plus a
points.
d4 and a 4 on top of that.
Ooh,
And we got another
56.
cannon. Nice. We got another cannon that's shooting on this
Another
turn.
cannon.
I don't have to roll any attack rolls because other people are doing it, so I can't roll poorly on.
And that's just a straight up. That's 18.
Ooh.
That's
No, that's 18 to hit. That'll hit, yes.
Yeah.
That's another 8d10.
Wow, you are crushing these rolls.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you, Santa. I'm scared that he's gonna roll bad now, so I'm gonna put him away.
Roll another 3 cannon attacks for them. Hang on. Okay, I'll miss.
51.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh.
That's
That's all-
brutal.
So it was 52 plus a D4, and then it was 51 after that.
So, okay, there was one other cannon bolt that hit on your turn because I forgot to roll it because of the crit devastation. So
But
I'll
it's gonna do poorly.
Hopefully.
Gonna...
that's 54.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Is it just rolling nothing but 50s here?
There's a, I mean, for an 8d10, that is shocking.
That's shockingly low, yeah.
That makes me sad.
Your ship is creaking ominously. You can't take much more of this.
How does it look like theirs is doing?
Also kind of creaking ominously for its scale, but they can take more of this than you can.
That's fair, but also, like, what can I do about it? Except, so because the fire tornado is now the sphere, it can only move 30 feet,
Yes.
even though
15.
it was about to be able to move.
No, it can only do 15.
Oh, I said how much closer, and it said 15 feet. So I thought we only had to get.
No, it wanted you to be 15 feet from it.
That's worse.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Is the captain doing anything else on her turn?
I mean, moving closer, like I can't get away. Like our mass is shot. We could have outrun them, but there was nowhere for us to go. They would have just followed us to the end of the earth.
And they would have followed you to the skyrock.
That's what she's been doing since we separated. She follows me everywhere.
So what I'm hearing is
What I will say is Elizabeth, I assume like we've got a flag
yes,
for
that's a mass that's still standing.
parlay. Like if it comes to it, like if it seems like we're about to sink, rather than sink, Elizabeth would probably like, hey, let's negotiate.
You're at just above half health, and so are they. But they are a little more above half health than you are.
There's a pirate code, you know? I mean, they have to.
So what you're saying is we can take them.
We can. If Sarah stops hitting on these attack rolls.
Apple stock?
Fire ballista. Is it still straight roll?
Yeah.
Great.
Because their
Power.
their in range is 140 feet, and you are still 385 feet apart.
Okay. Speed. Okay. Okay. A 15?
It just whizzes over the decks.
Darn.
See it ping like a line, but that's about it.
I'm gonna use It Takes a Village and go, hey Lewin, if you shoot it next time, just like a little bit lower. I shot a little too high. Yeah,
Lewin
and
just
then you get my expertise die for the next roll.
Nice.
Sweet.
And advantage, I guess. Yeah. For help action.
Yeah. Right.
Because It Takes a Village lets me do that as bonus action.
Let me see. Let me just check a range on something real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'd be shocked if. Okay, likely not. That would make it Valar's turn.
Okay. I'm trying not to use up any more of my spell slot because I don't have that many of them. So I would just
We're trying to board.
Yeah. So I will just do my best to help again. I'm just helping. Now, since I'm technically a doctor. I realized that I could have took a feat that would have actually turned me into said doctor. Because I read through it yesterday, but I already had finished the character sheet update, and I was like, huh, good to know next time, hopefully. So it's really cool, by the way. But anyway, is anyone else injured on the boat?
No.
Cool.
It's like minor powder burns, but that's whatever.
And we have how many? Just one more cannon to blow?
One more. Box lining up the last shot right now.
And I'm just gonna, I don't know what this is gonna do, but I'm just gonna hype her up. Or them.
Give her advantage on
Okay.
the roll.
Yep, I'm just gonna do my best, Captain. I'm just gonna go, you got this, Buck. Let's go, Buck.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go,
Not your best
Buck.
captain, but that is something. That might be your best Robin at a sporting event, but
There you oh.
Lewin.
Lewin's gonna frantically be running around, re-aiming his ballista from Applestock's advice, and he's gonna yell up at the captain and go, "Captain, one of the things I remember my father used to do was pretend he was injured on the battlefield, and then when the enemy got close, he punched him right in the face. Maybe, I don't know, you're the captain, but maybe do something with that, and then fire a ballista bolt."
I have this strange feeling that won't work.
I'm not good at leading people. I'm just scared.
Keep doing what you're doing.
So can I actually? I would like to use my destiny feature to use a bonus action to gain proficiency with the ballista.
Yes.
Stack it up.
Then fire.
Yes.
With advantage.
I'm picking it up so quickly. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's a natural 19 for 21.
Plus the
Plus an expertise die. D4.
24.
big number.
Woo!
Why did I do that? I put away all these d10s just to get them back out. That's a 14. No, 12.
Oh no. On 3d10?
Yeah, I rolled 2 2s.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
No.
I'm just balancing out the statistics for the.
All those 50s. Anything else? No. Action. So.
Yeah, no.
Another barrage coming from the ship.
Did any of them hit?
I'm rolling them now.
Because I have a question. I might.
One of those is gonna hit.
Okay, I have a question because when we leveled up, I was able to get a second degree combat maneuver and swap some out. So this might seem like a little much, but it's for the ship. My second degree unending wheel reaction is how I can use it. I can use it as a reaction.
Okay.
It's deflect strike. With a bit of effort as an opponent strikes at you, I can knock the blow away and divert the attack. I'm controlling the ship. So it would when a creature hits you with a weapon attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the attack's damage by a number of d6 equal to your proficiency bonus. If this maneuver reduces the damage to 0, the attack becomes a miss. It would only be 2d6.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Okay.
That feels like fun and flavorful. Like you see the shot coming and you just crank the wheel and the ship lists and it like only scuffs the railing. I buy that.
Sweet.
So that
I can do
will
that.
be
With 4 reactions. So I'm going to hopefully prolong this a little bit.
so that's 48 damage minus your 2d6.
I rolled 9, so it's 39 damage, actually.
Your ship is officially bloodied.
That's okay. That's okay.
You're taking on some water. It's not ideal. One of your masts is down. Well, your capstan's taken a little hit. My most experience with ship combat is Sea of Thieves. And
That's
it's your turn, Captain.
Cannon, the one.
The
Singular.
single buck cannon shot at advantage. +2.
How close are they now?
Oh, right. They are now 325 feet from you.
So we can get to 300 feet when we move.
Yep.
Since we're only firing one cannon, can we take the dash action for the ship?
Yeah. I'll allow that. So 275 feet apart.
Incredible.
And took, what's that snazzy?
Got us back to regular movement.
Yep. Your remaining sail is creaking ominously. What are you grinning at while you're muted?
Do I get it at I forgot I was muted again, sorry. Do I get it at
at advantage?
At
and
advantage.
add +2 for Buck being proficient with cannons.
Okay.
We're gonna start putting kitchen gear into the cannons next.
With advantage? Okay, with advantage 15.
That's 15 with the +2.
Yeah. I got a 13 +2.
Dang it.
It sails past its stern.
I'm sorry.
I know it missed. Did we take a rest? Like, I know we did the fatigue thing, but would we have rested afterwards?
I think you would have gotten a short rest, but not more than that.
Is it possible, since this is on my turn, and it's the ship attacking, I could use Intrepid, which gives you an expertise die on the attack roll?
I don't think so, because you are not involved in the making of this attack.
So close.
Good effort.
I will try everything.
I know you will.
Let me see. Do I have anything? No. So that's our last cannonball, isn't it?
That's your last cannonball.
Is that back ballista within 10 feet of me where I'm steering?
Yes, you're right by Applestock, and one of your crew is back there as well, sort of reloading so that it can fire every round.
Okay, that's good to know. Since technically my commanding presence might apply.
Oh,
because if we're not firing the cannons, I can forego those cannon attacks to turn it into ballista attacks instead.
fine.
But I know we dashed to this turn,
Yes.
so that's fine.
Dash this turn to Applestock.
Okay. This is a stretch, but I have a question. If we can apply combat maneuvers to this, is there potential that I could use my bonus action to do double shot? And instead of
it's a ranged weapon attack, and that is a ballista. Yeah,
Let's go.
All right, so
I said a precedent.
Yes, you did. I was thinking about it before, and I was like, I don't know if I should risk it. And you asked it, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting inspired by the negotiator. So I'm not sure that should be like a thing, like inspiration, because you just negotiate so well every time you do stuff. It inspires me to also go, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here.
It's the DM in me.
Okay, so I think I still only roll once to see if I hit. And I would just deal additional weapon damage to the damage die.
Yeah. The way I see it, taking like another bolt and like loading it in.
So if you crit,
Could
that's
you
like
imagine?
quadruple.
I don't think I would, but that would be incredible.
It's no image, it's straight roll.
18
will hit.
18 will hit.
So close.
So
You're gonna get a few opportunities. Don't worry.
One day. So that's 6d10 instead of
6d10.
And then I get to add my proficiency as well for sniper.
Let's go.
That's just an extra +2. Ooh! Oh, okay.
Okay.
3, a 7, so that's 10. Plus 8, that's 18. Plus 7, that's 25. Plus 6, that's 31. Plus 6, that's 37. Plus 2, that's 39.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good.
And we're back to the top of the initiative order for Valar still.
I just kind of look at Bach and I'm like, I'm sorry. Because they missed.
I know, just finger for it. Tell the captain to buy more cannonballs. That was a pretty good run.
Okay. So,
Cans are so expensive.
and then I have a question. Is there water like leaking near where we are?
Not on your deck, but below you can hear it, yes.
We're in bad shape.
You are not in great shape.
Sorry, some random things just like flew off my desk, so I was very confused.
It would be considered an ally if I wanted to heal it with my with my ability.
Go to the ship. Stop breaking.
That is the kind of like hitting it to try and make it work better.
That would be hilarious. I'm just saying.
It would be. It would be extremely.
I just yell at the ship and make it heal itself.
Yeah, I don't think you're patching things. I'm assuming you're patching things enough to keep you afloat, but I don't think you are like
I'm
big point damage during combat.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna get someone to make me a magic ship that I can yell at to heal.
That would be really cool, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna
They save the ocean, you know.
if there's like a big hole that I can see by like kind of going down and looking. If I'm an okay swimmer, so how close would you say we are to the other ship at this point as I'm looking through the portholes?
You are 275 feet from each other.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
The ship's moving 25 feet per round, and they are coming towards you.
And we're going towards them.
At 60 feet per round. So in total, you're getting closer to 85 feet per round.
Have we put holes in our hole yet?
Yes.
We have.
You think similar things going on their ship, but they don't have. Oh, what the hell?
They're bigger than us.
Nice. I think I just turned my monitor off somehow. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
I can still
We
hear
can
you.
see you.
Oh, great. Glad you could hear that. Why can't I see any of you?
I can't see you. You can't see me.
But yeah, they
This
are.
just means that the other ship ran away.
The other ship did not run away. Why did this happen? Terrible time. It's like it got unplugged. Anyways. Well, this is an issue because I can't like end the stream without this. Like,
Oh no!
I was really close to time, but I like literally don't think I can unless.
So anyway,
I guess we have to
everybody,
keep playing.
the level
right?
up A5E books you can find on levelup5e.com or something.
It's
they're
a great
really
tool.
pretty.
It's really good.
Sarah
Yeah.
has leather-bound books. Also, A5E.tools
Yeah.
or
Speaking of
A5E.tools.com.
It's
Yeah.
A5E.tools.
A5E.tools
All the
is
things I am plugged into. Okay.
an online thing for the rules and stuff for you
Yeah.
to search.
You can also look up all the very cool monsters and stuff. That's why I've been looking up my familiar. It's really, really cool. So
you could look up all the things about the Marshall class that I'm playing on A5E.tools.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to join again on my laptop. And
Oh,
we'll be
boy.
fine. Maybe. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Well, you can keep the camera off on that one and like the mic off on that one and just use it to like who knows? Unless it like disconnects you.
Getting a double view of me. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think, okay, I have control of things. Anyways,
That's
sorry,
good.
there was a question being asked and I missed it because I had issues. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm my laptop's in here. There's a question asked. Where were we?
I don't know.
I feel like it was Valor's turn.
I asked
Here's-
something.
Yeah, Valor was
Asking how far the ships were apart from each other. It was 275 feet, and you were asking about swimming, and it was not. It seemed likely.
Okay. Yeah. Since sorry, my stutter. Since that's not gonna work. Because my plan was, if it was close enough, just go into the hole and just swim over and surprise. But
yeah, not likely.
not gonna work. So Vala just goes, apologies, and just starts to go up the stairs and just use my full movement, just kind of, skipping stairs like he's a bit of an old man, so when he gets to the top of the stairs, he just goes, oh, and like pop his back. He's like, oh. So he looks off to the to where the other boat is and goes, Captain.
I'm trying. We're trying.
Okay.
I should have put more
And
cannons.
is there another ballista anywhere?
No, you only have two.
We only have two. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hype up whoever's on the ballista next to me. I'm gonna use the help action and just go over there and go, you got this.
Go to Lewin's. I've got apple stock.
Okay. He goes over to Lewin. You got he like screams at the fireball.
Yeah.
He's like, ah!
Flaming Seer just turns to look at you.
It has eyes. That's a question for later.
Yeah, kind of like little flames in the flames.
It would be awesome if they threw up a flag for parlay, so that I don't have to do it.
They are not. I believe it is Lewin's turn, if I remember initiative on my memory only.
Yeah, you just see him take Honeycomb and move her away from the fire. And just kind of place on the deck next to him.
We will not get to the end of combat tonight, but there'll be a cinematic moment when
Yes, you got this.
End of initiative will probably be where we'll stop.
I don't like that.
Finger
I don't
guns.
like the way you said that.
Oh boy, that's terrifying.
Yeah, Lewin is gonna turn to Valor as Valor runs up here and go, Valor, can I tell you something that I've never told another living thing before?
I love
In the middle of combat. Sure, yes.
Valor, I think it's very important that you know that I can't swim. And then he's gonna pop up and fire off the ballista.
This is not the best time to have learned that.
You just see Valon just under the bandages. You can see the bandages like he's like,
that's only a 13.
Oh,
You're right.
goodness. Would he be rolling with advantage because of Valor? Oh,
Oh no!
You're also still at long range, so it's just a straight roll.
Then would I be able to pull out High Sayer from wherever High Sayer is hiding in my robes? And
I think it's like crawling down your shirt. I said it's not being part of this.
and just I want High Sayer to be ready, because when we're within range, I would like them to like fly over and try to scout like where important people are on the deck of the ship. So don't do anything yet, but when we get closer, be ready to go.
Do I have to? Yeah.
no.
I'm really scared as well, but we're going to get through this together.
yes.
Okay.
You have to do it.
They are firing another round of cannons at you.
Oh, we're effed.
F for fun.
Single digits.
For fun.
You're supposed to be out of.
Did any of them hit?
No, none of them hit. You're now officially too close to have like a good angle. And they are going to move
So they're going to try and board us.
60 feet closer to you, which puts you at now 315 feet from each other.
So they don't have a good angle either?
They don't have a good angle. You don't have a good angle. Well, you're out of cannonballs. It's just kind of a mess. Captain,
Oh, well, we've got ballista.
you've got ballista, which are on a much more free swivel than.
We're gonna win.
Oh boy.
Yes, Applestock.
Oh, I'm just putting my arm in the air.
Oh,
That could be an in-character thing. Applestock's just like,
on my turn, the ballista. Do the ballista fire on Applestock and Lewin's turns? Yes.
Right. Because they're the ones.
And me and Applestock technically share a turn.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Applestock is within 10 feet of me, within my commanding presence range, as was previously established.
Yes.
So I can take the attack action and forego making an attack to allow a friendly creature within range of my presence to make an attack instead.
Nice.
So I'm going to use that to let Applestock take that attack on my turn so that Applestock can still do like that full attack or whatever on their turn. So if it goes the way it did last turn, that could be 3 ballista attacks from just Applestock. And then, of course, we'll move the regular, as much movement as we can on top of it.
Cool. So that puts you, you're officially under 300 feet from each other.
Go for it, Applestock.
290.
Applestock, fire!
fire! 16?
Yes.
Yay! Okay,
We just
Okay.
have to roll 16. So.
Yep.
that's 3D 10,
Ten.
right?
Yep.
Ooh, that was not so good this time. 2, a 3, and a 4. That's gonna be 6, 9 plus my proficiency.
11.
11.
11. Yes.
And then
I
it's your
can't-
turn. So you can do this all over again.
All right. First bonus action, going to use an exertion point to do double shot. And then I'm gonna roll. For the 2. Oh, that was a journey. Oh, that stressed me out, but that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh boy, give me those dice. Ooh.
Six,
I'm just
6 10s. 6 10s.
6 10s. Probably not, but we get at least 2, we know. Okay, this was a mix. So we're going to start with my 2. And then I got 2, that's 4. Then another 2, that's 6.
6.
Plus 4, that's a 10. Plus 5, that's a 15. Plus 8, that's 23. And then another 8, that's
31.
31. 31 points of damage.
Their ship is officially bloodied.
Woo!
And because we are now 10 minutes over, sorry, my computer stopping working. I don't know why. Delayed us a little bit, but
Talk about this.
we will
If you
pick
want.
up
What a-
next week for our final episode. You've got a forgotten god to stop. You've got an angry pirate captain 290 feet from you. Will our heroes prevail? I don't know. We'll start with Robin. Where can people find you?
Apparently at the bottom of the ocean with the sea lettuce in about 1 week.
Oh boy.
I'm Robin. You can find me on the internet at Call Me Caulfield. That is call as you would expect, me as you would expect, and Caulfield. CAULFIELD. I do TTRPGs and stuff. Like I'm on this show. And next, no, not next week. Well, I'll be here next week. I am a writer in a really cool TTRPG game called Queers. It's a Super Sentai game. I wrote an adventure for their Kickstarter. That is a thing that will be coming out soon. It's by Son of Oak, the people who made City of Mist. So you should keep an eye out because I do cool things. Also, you can hire me to do cool things for you or be on your podcasts. Took.
Yes.
Kurt.
Hello, my name is Kurt Stridinger. You can find me on social media and other places on the internet at Mr. Kurtwise. Excuse me. You can also find me DMing every other Tuesday night on the 5% Chance channel. I run the game Diceberg. We're going to be off tonight, so go check out other people's games that are playing here. Like,
Gabby,
Me.
call that a segue.
Okay, great. Unfortunately, not tonight. You can find us. We are taking a little break this week, because life happens and things happen. But we, I think, are going to be back next week. We also have some charity streams coming up soon for Pride Month, because we are the Queer Questers and we are going to be here to support. I'll give more details about that hopefully next week. But yes, that's usually twitch.tv/queer or the Queer Questers. And we play 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm also going to be playing in a campaign over at Ready Set Crit starting this week at Thursday. It's another pirate campaign. Or on the seas. I don't know if we're gonna technically be pirates yet, but we might get there. Yeah, it's I believe it's gonna be 6 p.m. Eastern over at Ready Set Crit on Twitch. So that's gonna be fun. I play Paladin. It's great.
And last but not least, Tuck.
Me. Well, hello. Hi, I am Took, I guess. I have my own very own Twitch on here. So if you guys want to come by and see a whole bunch of different tabletop RPGs and stuff like that, be my guest. I play a lot of D&D because at this point, this is my job. And I'm also in a podcast, which you may see these wonderful beings on at some point. We always debut our episodes at 1 p.m. CST every Wednesday. So come by and say hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know Spanish. I think that was really bad.
You said the words? Yeah. And that's good.
I tried. I'm trying to learn fun fact about me.
That.
Also to celebrate Pride Month, I will be on another Twitch channel. They're called the Fable Collections. Yep, I said it right. So come by, say hello. We will be playing Monster Hearts 2, and I'm playing a weird Fae being in college. We'll see about that. It's gonna be fun. So yeah.
And I have been your narrator. I am the DM Sarah on Twitter with underscores between the words. And you should follow me there because maybe I might be doing a little design Kickstarter thing in the very near future. But currently, a Kickstarter I did layout for is in its last 48 hours. You should check out Homebrew and Hacking, Crafting Personalized Feats. And you should also talk about the show. You should tell your friends about the show. All the episodes are on our channel, so they are backed up. Your friends can get caught up, but we want a lot of people here for our finale next week. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your group, tell your neighbors, tell your parents. That might be weird. I don't know.
Tell your friends to enemies to lovers or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, thematic, right? Tell everyone so you can have the biggest possible turnout for our grand finale next week. Have a lovely evening, everyone, and we will see you on the seas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.